And welcome back to the Ruby Tuesday. My name's Ruben, and over there we've got Chris from Movies and Munchies, and
The
together
Ruby
we
Tuesday.
are the best thing that we watched. I was doing something, man. You gotta let me get it out. Come on, Chris. Let me try that again. Hi, my name's Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday. That's Chris from Movies and Munchies, and together we do a weekly podcast called The Best Thing We Watched. And honestly, we get it wrong every week, so this is great. But we're here to talk about things that we liked, things that we didn't like in an entertainment medium. That's generally how things going. Depending where the conversation goes, we could end up, talking about football, religion, who Chris wants to murder. It
I'm
goes
going to
off in
do better this
tangents.
week. I'm not going to talk about who I want to murder. We're going to be good.
Really?
No
We'll see.
confessing to crimes. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've got some prompts that
Oh,
might get you there.
jeez. Oh, goodness. Good, good. Poke the bear right off the bat. All right.
At the end of our podcast, we also do munchies. Do you have one this week?
No.
Oh,
Do
I've
you
got
have
one.
one? Oh,
Mm,
sweet. Okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah. Um, I don't
Patreon?
know what. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Where do we go from here?
We have a
Patreon.
Patreon. Yeah, we have a
Patreon.
Patreon.
Okay, I'm gonna have a cup of my tea. I'm gonna have a sip of my tea. My brain is just frazzled. And you can carry on.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
we have a Patreon opportunity for you. It's £1. It's called The Bearded Ones. Link is in the description. Over 100 videos, and from movie discussion, spoiler reviews, to weird things like a drunk watch along, and some games that we've played. There are different tiers if you want to be able to request different items, like watching a series or a movie, and that way then we do a discussion on those. Um, there's also a couple that are outside the paywall, so if you just want a sample of what that is, you can do that as well. See if you even like it. You could also join for a month, binge all of them, and bail if you'd like. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But we do appreciate our community on there as well, because it's cool and it's fun to have some of these recommendations of what to watch and what to binge. We just got finished binging, or not binging really, but I mean, I guess sort of watching the entire Mission Impossible series in preparation for Final Reckoning.
Hmm.
So that's all seven of those are either up or getting ready. The last one is getting ready to go up. I don't really know when it's scheduled. But speaking also of community, we have a wonderful, wonderful community on Discord.
Oh yeah,
So you
it's
can
going
join
strong.
us there. Lots of people. So sometimes the chat during this show is happening over there as well. Certainly after the show, during the week, there are so many different things that you can weigh in on and start conversations, whether that be from your daily life to some of your hobbies to favorite foods, um, top 10 list, or even, if you're looking for something like what's coming out in June, there is a list for June 2025 series and movies. And the caveat that these dates are subject to change because we only put them in there. Well, we don't. Crochet a while and listen, and AJ. Crochet a while and listen. Thank you so much because you started this Discord. You set it all up. And then AJ has been contributing to that, and I'm sure a lot of other people have been contributing to that list as well. But again, the caveat of dates are subject to change because we don't control the dates. We do not control the speed at which lobsters die. So yeah, there you go. Outside of that, Ruben, what do
Mm,
you? Before we say hi to everybody,
yeah.
I did want to. I got a thing in the mail,
Okay.
and just briefly, I don't know if you can see this. Do you see this? This is going to make everybody
Re-Animator.
feel old. This is the 40th anniversary.
Oh, what?
Y- yeah, that's yeah. It's the
No.
4K redo of it. Um,
Is that
and
steel?
no, it's not steelbook. It's just a slip cover on
It
there, but
looks
it's
it looks 3D. Does it have like a
it
printed
no, it's
cover?
flat, but it's
Oh,
just it's
really good
outstanding. I
artwork.
mean the cover is beautiful.
Mm.
Um, you know, and I was actually surprised that they captured the yellow of the serum so well. But this
Oh,
is, I mean, it's got in here if you're looking for like special features and stuff like that. First off, it's got a crap ton of things that are just like it's got two different versions of the movie. There's the unrated version and then what they call the integral version, which
have you had a
has
chance to rewatch it yet?
no, I haven't. It just came in the mail, so I'm really excited. But dude,
That's going to be fantastic.
it's got like conversation with Jeffrey Combs, who
Mm.
you know is the star of this, but also plays the FBI agent in The Frighteners.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
so good. Crampton, excuse me, Barbara Crampton, and then Brian Yuzna, who directed one of the all-time nastiest and just strangest body horror, Society,
Mm.
as well. So I mean, there's even like a little bit of a. Did you know they did Re-Animator the musical?
No, but I'd pay to
Yeah,
watch that.
yeah. There's a little bit in here of that. So I am,
Amazing.
yeah, just really, um, really excited. There's also like a documentary with the director of this, Stuart Gordon. So yeah. I mean, you've got extended scenes, you've got deleted scenes, some of the old.
When's that come out? Is that out now?
It's out now. Yeah, it came out
Ooh,
this week, and so
fantastic.
yeah, if you're a fan of like Lovecraft and stuff like that, this is something to pick up. Jeffrey Combs also reads Lovecraft's story on one of the discs.
Yes,
So
yes, please.
yeah,
For that
just kind
alone.
of yeah, just kind of cool there. So I am excited to dive into that
That's
and
great.
see. I'm sure that the transfer is going to look great. And hopefully not cleaning it up too bad
Too
so that we
much.
don't
Yeah, yeah.
lose, some of the actual 1985 feel
Mm.
of that. But yeah, there you go.
40 years. Good Lord.
Right. That's I just when I that's wrong.
Hmm. That is wrong. It's
Yeah.
bad and wrong, which makes
Yeah.
it badong.
Badong.
Mm.
Yes. Oh goodness. Okay. So there you go.
Nice.
Little yeah. Do you wanna say hi to people in the comments? Do you wanna talk about
Yeah, I mean, let's say hi, but I do want to say the film you chose for us to watch this week.
which way
I mean, I saw both. Uh,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Is it about a horse? Is that the one that we watched
I,
together, right?
oh, is that the one we were doing? Okay,
Oh,
so the one we're
oh,
doing for Patreon is
it
really
doesn't matter. We
special.
we can do well, we can do the other one. I just have to get on a costume when we talk about that for a second. So
Okay, cool, cool,
yeah.
cool, cool,
Okay,
cool.
we'll do yeah. So it was a movie. I watched it last night.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
that was a movie, and it had time, and it had been filmed.
It did. Yeah. I yeah. Okay.
All right. You're breaking up a lot for me. Like you're stopping and starting. Do you see that on your screen, or was it just on mine?
I don't see it on mine. Does anybody else
Okay.
see that? I don't know.
Let
Let
me
me
know if
know
you
if
see
I'm.
Chris like sort of stopping and starting.
Yeah, because that would be.
Then I'll message his wife and get her to slap him, and then that's just sorted out.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. All right. Well, hey, Crochet One Listen is here. Was here early. So hey, happy Saturday to you.
Happy Saturday.
Leo the short guy. We're glad that you're here too. The Power Plant. Good morning. Anybody watching The Rehearsal? Episode 3 was amazing TV.
What is that?
I don't know. I
Eh?
the rehearsal. Oh, with Nathan Fielder. It's on Max.
Oh,
Okay, that's why it does sound familiar. No, I have not watched it because this is season 2,
I was gonna
right?
say from 2022, but so there's a new season.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, and it's just where nothing. Nathan Fielder gives people a chance to rehearse for their own lives in a world where nothing ever works out as expected. I don't know. See, he was also in the the Showtime show, The Curse,
Mm,
and I
yeah,
I
I wasn't feeling that, and
oh
the look of that, I'm not feeling that. Also, I don't think we get it here in the UK, so yeah.
oh wow, okay, well that's unfortunate too. Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I'm curious if anybody else has seen it, if they're liking it or whatever.
Mm,
Hey AJ, happy Saturday to you, electrifying community in the chat. Yes, that is outstanding too. We love everybody in our chat.
yes,
Well,
we
almost
like
everybody.
all the hands.
All the
Like I am
hands.
just not hip anymore because I don't get emoji speak. My son was telling me about abbreviations from emojis from his conversations, or just short, R, Ralph, lol.
Oh yeah,
Like,
rolling on the floor laughing.
yeah, so like I know those ones,
Yeah.
but their generation is a whole different language.
Oh yeah. No, I have to
Whole different language.
look
Yeah.
up a lot of things. I think that emoji though is clapping. I think this is clapping. So
Oh, to me, that's just,
jazz hands.
I
Oh,
don't know
like
what that is.
talk to
Like,
the
stop.
hands.
Yeah.
Stop. In the name of love. Collaborate
Yes,
and listen.
something. Yeah.
Um, in the name of love. Yeah. Oh, there's so many to choose from. Oh, hey, Amy. Uh, did I? No, Ruben and I were chatting. That was
We
all.
were
We just
chatting
got.
and we're like, oh, yeah, we need to
we,
start.
we need to start. Yes. So there you go. Yeah. Where is the rabbit's foot? Yes. That beginning is probably one of the
Yeah, it's fantastic.
we've talked about it on the Patreon, and I think we both agreed that Philip Seymour Hoffman as a villain in the Mission Impossible franchise is the best villain.
Yeah. I don't think that will change.
I don't think so either. Yeah. Let's see here. So AJ saw some trailers this week.
Hmm.
Together. Oh yeah, that's the Allison Brie and Dave Franco movie. I have stayed away from that. When it comes on, I just close my eyes because I don't
Oh,
want to see it. I don't want to know anything about it.
haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm
Good.
lucky.
Yeah, there you go.
Hmm.
Highest to lowest. Oh, Spike Lee's new joint. Oh, that's cool. Jeffrey Wright and Denzel Washington. Ooh, that should be
Cool.
nice. Um, Conjuring Last Rites.
I saw
Yeah,
the trailer for that.
yeah.
Looks fine.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay, cool. The Long Walk. Um, the Stephen King adaptation. It just dropped this week. I saw that the trailer dropped. I did not watch it
I
because,
haven't watched it.
yeah, again, trying to stay away from these things.
I did see a
Uh,
couple of trailers this week. I saw Peacemaker season 2
oh,
trailer, and I'm
okay.
like, that's interesting because he's really going for a number of the DC characters that will definitely cross over, I think, into the Superman film. So
Oh,
you remember when James Gunn said when they restarted everything, they're going to be connecting everything. So as
yeah,
long as they got a proper path, they can do something like what Marvel did.
yeah.
But
I,
does that mean then you need to have watched everything, which gets back into the same
and
ground as Marvel
it
went?
it also makes it feel like the Peacemaker is now only the introduction for everything. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
taking away from his own show, which I gotta say, that first season was wild.
Oh,
So,
the trailer for the second looks wild. So I don't think they've lost anything there. Yeah, it may just be the inclusion of characters in it, not setting something else up, rather than just Peacemaker shenanigans.
sure.
Did you just drink something?
I did.
Oh, you were there for a second, and then the bottle disappeared. So I was like,
Yeah.
wow, magic trick.
quick, quick. Yeah. Echo Valley. I did see the trailer for this. Sydney Sweeney, Julianne Moore. That looks pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah, Peacemaker season 2, outstanding. Niket is here with his water gun, laser gun. I don't know what that is. It looks like
Every
Marvin the
week.
Martian's gun.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it. The Re-Animator is a giver there. Oh, I can't wait to rewatch it. Hey Lee, glad you're here. Uh, Poker Face season 2.
Mm.
Is the whole thing's not out, is it?
I don't
For
think
season
so.
2? Is it weekly?
I thought they were
Again, but
doing,
still,
maybe they were dropping 2 or 3 or something.
couple at a time.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's awesome. I never finished season 1, not because I was not enjoying it, only because I just got busy.
There were other
But
things.
well, always, yeah. Um, oh yeah, no, they dropped 3 at a time. That's cool.
Mm.
Wow. All right. Crochet a while and listen had a Star Wars week. Nice.
Nice.
Rogue One. Oh my gosh, then A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, then Mandalorian seasons 1 through 3, Boba Fett season
In 1
1.
week?
Wow. And Andor season 2, episodes 7 through 9. And then Tales of the Underworld. Wow.
Wow.
That's that, that's a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Oh, well that's good. Oh gosh. Amy, oh, both feeds look good. No glitchiness. Cool.
That
Oh,
is
good.
weird.
Then it's Ruben. Ruben's
Okay.
glitchy. Oh, okay. Clap hands is together, which is funny because then praise hands is this,
Oh,
which
okay.
I sure. I mean, I get that. I get yeah. Just religious trauma. That's all that is. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Praise hands. No, thank you.
Peacemaker season 2 set after the Superman movie.
What?
And it sets the stage, the crossing over to to DC for, I mean, James Gunn's
Oh, because
vision.
Superman comes out before Peacemaker season 2 comes out.
Uh,
I see.
when does Peacemaker 2 come out? Is it
August.
like?
And
Oh,
then I
okay.
think Superman comes out in July.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Oh.
well, very soon.
Yeah.
Uh, AJ watched The Ballad of Wallace Island. Delightful comedy with witty dialogue, strong performances. Pacing was good until the last 20 minutes, which was a bit of a drag.
Mm,
The Ballad of Wallace Island. Do you know what this is?
no. I only know the Ballad of Buster Scruggs.
That's what I thought it was at first.
Mm.
Let's see here. It's got Carey Mulligan in it. It's a movie. Okay. Eccentric lottery winner lives alone on a remote island, tries to make his fantasies come true by getting his. Oh, I I remember seeing the trailer for this. Did we see this? I think I may have seen this movie. I don't know.
But you can't remember it.
No, I think I saw it during Sundance. No, I didn't do Sundance this year. Why would I have seen it? Maybe it was just the trailer. I don't know. That's so wild because it
Looks interesting.
feels like I've seen the whole thing.
Apparently it's in theatres now. And it does say Sundance, but you didn't see Sundance. Okay.
No, but it's on VOD in the US.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna have. I don't know. I see that's the problem of seeing too many things. I can't remember if I only saw the trailer or if I saw the whole thing because I really think I saw the whole thing.
You're giving old dad vibes there.
I know, right? That's just
What's your
so
kids' names?
bad.
Bert and Bob?
I have to go through every name, including the dog and past dogs, to then get to the children's name. Yeah, we all have that
And then when you
experience,
get to
right?
the children's name, you're so frustrated, you say their full name.
Yes, exactly. And they're like, "What did I do? I'm not in trouble." Oh, Poker Face is good. Modern day Highway to Heaven. Oh, nice. I I didn't really watch Highway to Heaven. Did you ever watch that with Michael Landon?
Bits, not
Mm,
much. I
okay.
know of it, of course,
Yeah, yeah.
but I'm not that old, so
Wow. Did you just call Crochet Wild and Listen Old? Is that what you did?
no. I
That
just said I'm not that old. I am not
oh.
that old.
Okay. Shiny, hey there, what's up? Glad you're here.
What's up?
Okay, glad
That's my
you're here.
energy level today.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, but by far the best thing you watched this week, Wick is Pain. Um,
Yeah, man, I really want to watch this.
is this a documentary? Is that what it
Yeah,
is?
yeah,
About okay,
yeah,
cool. Yeah, I bet that is fun to watch. I mean, because he's just great to watch just as a person anyway. So,
yeah.
uh, oh, Amy finally got to watch Heretic. Way
Mm,
more depth than you thought. Um, nice, nice. You binged the English. Okay, very good.
nice.
Yeah, the Bondsman. Oh yeah, Kevin, Kevin Bacon. I kept wanting to say Costner, and then I wanted to say Klein. We're going through all the names
We're
again. You know what I
literally
mean?
going through all the names.
Yeah.
The
Before I
dad
landed
vibes are
on
strong in this one.
what? Yes. Oh, and you're keeping up with the Handmaid's Tale. Wow. And the Last of Us. Oh yeah, we're on.
Jeez.
We need to watch episode 4. We started Last of Us last week. We finally decided to watch it, and um, my wife was the only one who didn't know what was going to happen in episode 2, and so we needed to watch episode 3. Um, but yeah, no, it was good.
How
I'm
was your
liking this.
wife's reaction?
Oh, just bawling in the corner, just not
Yeah,
happy at all.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
just you know,
That is the correct response.
yeah, yeah,
But
just
also,
not.
these are not
Huh?
the death sticks you were looking for.
Yeah. Yes,
Just
exactly.
thought I'd help you out there.
Oh goodness. Oh man. AJ watched Warfare. Oh, okay. Well acted shot, urgent mission. Good moments. Usually a sucker for a good war film. Wanted to love this, but it's a different film. Um, sure, yeah. One, I'm sure it's different than Civil War too. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's also okay to be wrong, which
I
I am often.
I rewatched because of all the talk about Warfare, and I just didn't have the opportunity to see it.
Hmm.
I rewatched 13 Hours again
Oh,
because,
so good.
dude, it just I forget. Like I
It's
remember, and
so
I don't.
relentless once it starts.
It is, and it's so. The insertion of like that real comedy that's under tension.
Hmm.
It's like
It's
it's
so real. Yeah,
yeah, their only way to break like what's going on,
yeah.
and it shows also how tough they are in the midst of this where most of us would probably crap our pants. Mm.
I mean, who's to say they haven't? They just, you know,
Well, they
go
keep
with it.
going though.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, Alex Garland's finalizing a deal with A24. Oh, really?
What?
Okay. I thought he was done. And so then to direct Elden Ring, I
Yeah, slightly popular video game.
that is that's an
I,
ambitious.
I don't know. I don't know if I like Alex Garland for Elden Ring. Oh, I mean, this comes. It has to be in connection with George R. Martin because he wrote the story for Elden Ring.
He did.
So yeah,
Oh, wow.
and the world obviously was designed by From Software and you know all the creature designs, but the
Mm-hmm.
lore and everything is Martin's baby. So I don't know how you pull a decent story out of Elden Ring because it's a classic From Software story where you have to go around looking and listening to the dialogue and reading the little templates that you find on the floor, and then you know you're just dying 700 times. So it has to have a huge budget because you have to have all those monsters in it, and it has to have like that some of the offset dry comedy to the stuff that you encounter without it making cheesy, and it's gonna be dark as heck. And even though it's a huge game, it's still niche as heck. Yeah, I don't know that this should be made.
uh, oh, and then
Okay.
the power plant. Remember when? everyone was excited about the Moon director doing Warcraft. So there you go.
I
Yeah,
like
I don't.
Warcraft, so.
The movie you did?
Mm.
Okay.
But then again, I'm not huge into World of Warcraft. I just loved it as a fantasy film.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, see, and that could be.
That could be the draw for the Elden Ring non diehards like me.
But it will be eviscerated
Oh yeah,
for anything.
oh yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, that's brave for any studio to do. Like
Yeah.
the budget that it's going to need.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
lord.
and um, AJ said that it's said to be the most expensive film A24 has ever produced.
Oh
So,
yeah, it will have
I
to be.
mean,
This will be in the Marvel ranks.
oh, because of just all the
It's a
CG that's
CG
needed,
fest.
and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Wouldn't it be great though if they made practical sets and stuff?
Can you
And
imagine? I mean, it'll look beautiful for sure.
yeah.
They did something like they went Lord of the Rings vibe, like very practical
Mm-hmm.
costumes,
Yeah.
shot in the background or something that is can give that feeling, and
Mm-hmm.
then just use CG where they absolutely have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, go stop motion. Go like old school, really old school monsters. Be
Oh, like what is it?
like
Clash of the
Clash of the
Titans.
Titans. Yeah,
Ah,
it's certainly be different.
oh, Harryhausen. Yeah,
You'd
that would be.
sure you'd save some money.
Talk about being eviscerated then. I mean, the fans would,
Like, what is this?
everybody would be like, yeah, what is this? Yeah, that will. Oh, man. Oh, Amy watched Civil War and The Order last week. And she's asking, you all think Warfare is better than Civil War? We,
I actually think they're two very different films, even though they're both are war. One's a contained experience about a few soldiers, and the other one is really about the war itself as a thing that happens through the eyes of a photographer. So I think even judging them, even though they're war, judging them together is they're like different genres almost.
well, and the just like what Siskel and Ebert used to do. You know what I mean? Don't compare
Oh
the
yeah,
two movies
exactly.
necessarily. I mean, you can
Yeah.
if well, I like this one better than this one. That's of
Mm.
course. But if you're going on its merits or something like that, yeah, you can't because otherwise everything would be judged against like Lord of the Rings and
Yes. Yeah.
um
Every fantasy movie then falls short of that, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, and so many other stories just fall short because they can't tell an expand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Elijah, we're so glad you're here. Elijah is one of our patrons that just hasn't watched anything.
Supports us, cause
Yeah, so thank you. That's
we appreciate it.
love it. Oh, but glad you're here, Elijah. We're glad to have you. Oh, biggest movie disappointments of the last decade. It's one of the
Which
the big
Warcraft?
Warcraft. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I mean, AJ, I'm just hearing all the movies that you're wrong about. So
Wow. I just so Ruben woke up choosing violence. So just
I often do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, happy Saturday, Chris. We're glad you're here too. Oh. Um, let's see. Marvel is in talks with Thunderbolts director Jake to direct an X-Men movie. Ryan Reynolds has also developed a Deadpool X-Men team-up movie that he plans to present to Marvel. I I would be okay with Jake Schreier doing an X-Men movie if he was allowed to do what he did here.
I think that's actually really smart because X-Men has some really deep, emotional, human stories in amongst. Like if you get into the heart of the Xavier storyline,
Mm-hmm.
those mutants, sometimes the TV series got the storylines better than what the movies, what we've had because what they were still just trying to do the superhero thing. But if you take that human element from what he did with Thunderbolts, yeah, could be really great. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I want to be in on the meeting that Ryan Reynolds pitches, because you just know that's going to be great.
Yeah, could you imagine that? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He might come dressed in his costume.
Well, he probably will be in his costume also. Oh, crochet a while and listen. Both plays World of Warcraft and liked the movie.
Ah, yeah.
So there you
See,
go. Oh, the best and only thing Chris watched this week, Andor's episode 7, 8, and 9, over and over and over. Wow.
wow.
Is that like, because last week, Ruben, I think you were saying that it was just kind of
4 was so
some of the
boring.
episodes.
So boring. I'm on 6, episode 6 now, but it's gotten better, but it's
Okay.
not great. So
Okay.
7, 8, and 9 have to do something spectacular.
Yeah. Wow. Well, if you're watching 13 hours, Jamba, you know the symbol. Um, AJ also watched episode 7, 8, 9. Really good, but most people are enjoying it more than AJ is. Thought the first season of Andor was the best season of Star Wars ever.
Hmm.
Wow. And then watching the last three, the power play, watching the last three pieces of Andor episodes was for sure a tour de force. Reminded, a lot of V for Vendetta for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't click on that so nobody could see it. I was just reading it.
Oh yeah, I was like,
Sorry,
huh? What do you? What,
failing. That's all.
you're really getting some interesting information from that last.
Yeah, just I was really in tune with the chat. We're vibing here without even
Yeah,
having to say anything.
apparently.
Yeah. Oh, Andor is not Crochet Wild and Listen's favorite, but would love more Mandalorian any day.
We're getting a film, so Grogu and Mandalorian film
It's just
on
going
a
to be a
space
buddy
adventure.
movie where they go around the universe eating things.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. Where he never puts his mask on once just to piss off fans.
Oh my gosh, yeah, right. Like right at the end, he
Right at the
begins to
end,
put it on.
he's about to, and then it cuts to credits. This is the cut.
Oh, this is the way. Yeah. So Andor is not giving people member berries. I don't know what that means.
It's like, I remember nostalgic. It's
Oh,
there's an episode of or loads of episodes of South Park where there's these grapes, and they always come to, do you remember? Like, I remember, and then
oh,
people just use that as like Marvel films love to capture nostalgic bait, which I don't
hmm,
mind so much. Like Spider-Man, the latest one was
yeah,
100% nostalgic bait, but it worked. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you remember the Spider-Man? Let's have him appear. And there he is. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, okay. First best thing, AJ watched Your Friends and Neighbors episode 6. Okay. Uh, show is getting better with each episode. Wow. Many Layers might have the best writing of any show so far this year.
High praise.
That is because there have been some other like really good shows this year too.
Hmm.
So okay, well, all right. That's the end of the chat, Ruben.
Oh, okay. Cool.
What do you want to talk about?
Do you want to talk about the best thing that we watched this?
Yes, let's do that.
Would you like to do your movie plot explained badly? Do you have one?
Yes, I
Oh,
can do that.
okay.
Um, let's see here. Two women get lost in a warehouse for 3 days while on a quest to make a little girl cry. Was that a Guinness?
No, that's Fanta. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not on the alcohol today. I think that would be really bad for the show.
So, two women get lost in a warehouse for 3 days while on a quest to make a little girl cry. I tell you this, I'll give you a big hint so that you can at least kind of narrow it down into a genre.
Oh, okay.
It's animated.
It's animated. Oh my gosh. Has anybody got it? No, no one's
Not yet.
commented yet.
Yeah, nobody said anything. Yeah.
Okay. Animated movie. Okay. What animated movies does Chris watch? In a warehouse.
Remember, I have seen this, but I also steal these off
Oh,
of
right.
the internet
Yeah,
because
yeah.
these are a lot of them are way more creative than I could be, and also takes way more brain power than I am willing to um, give off
Yeah,
for
I'm not sure. I'm not getting any brain synapses firing here on that one. I've probably seen it, but
You have. There was a sequel that came out this no, last year, and actually got very good ratings. Surprisingly, I was surprised. No,
no.
um, maybe if you were in touch with your emotions, you would
Oh,
understand this.
okay. Yeah, sorry, that gave it away. Yeah. Okay, I know what that is now. It's the warehouse that was really throwing me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. No, I
Okay.
get that. So, okay.
Um,
No, nobody else. What is it, Ruben? Tell me.
Inside Out.
It is. Yes.
Cool.
Good
So
job.
you said animated, and my brain immediately went Studio Ghibli, and I was like, and Pixar didn't even come close to the thinking.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, Amy grabbed it. Yep. Also,
Yay, Inside Out.
so
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Do you have a question for us? Is that part of your prompt to make me talk about murdering people?
Let me see what my question was. Uh, no, I actually wait. No, we did that last week. No, I don't have a question. Let's,
Okay.
so let's just go into. Uh,
Best thing.
yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you want? You want to talk about your
Yeah,
talk about
sure.
your thing? Okay.
So last night I went to the cinema. I watched a double bill that our local cinema was doing. The first film was the first Final Destination movie. And I was surprised at how patient the first Final Destination movie is. It's it really sets up like after the initial get off the plane, we're all gonna die. It really just builds. Even the intro, that the patience of showing death as a character, like how
Yes.
it goes about, even making a death look like a suicide. I was
Hmm.
like, dang, okay, so this movie is actually good, even though it's quite old. It's actually like it's a good story. The only issue I have with the Final Destination movies now is because we know the formula. We know that we're going to have a big thing, and then people are going to try and survive or cheat the death plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what you and I talked about off air before was how much we loved the last one because it really wrapped up the story nicely. It had this circular pattern where it all connected, and it was so
So good.
clever. And I think that's what makes that film so good. Otherwise, it would have just been another rehash of the formula, which is fine. But the thing I have issue with is that I don't know who to root for because if I know everybody's going to die and there is actually no way, because that's kind of what like the other Final Destination movies do. They give you a false sense of security,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh, but, and then there's this thing 6 months later, which is what the first one does, and then oh, but we didn't actually. And it's like, okay, so if I'm not rooting for anybody to survive, then this is my thought going into Bloodlines, then I'm just rooting for Death to be very
Yep.
creative with
Yep.
the Death things. And that's fine. But the problem is Bloodlines is patient as well, like the first one. I have to say, they've got, I don't know who who they sold their soul to, but they got a much bigger budget. Their opening for this movie is spectacular. Now, everyone starts with like the highway scene. Everybody remembers number 2
Yeah.
because of the logs. Also, want to shout out to them for their marketing has been spectacular. Like their billboards of guys just like splattered on the billboards, the trucks with the, I think you sent me a thing on TikTok where there's literally the log truck. I was like, no, get away from that. So well done to the marketing, but the opening for Bloodlines is fantastic. It's set way back in the past. And what they've done is they've connected everything again. They've shown us where it started, and which is nice because I did wonder like who is it? Just as a whole bunch of new people circumnavigate the death thing again, and so we're starting at the beginning again, and maybe we'll have subsequent movies. No, this one is connected to the others, which I was surprised by. The opening is so good, but it's so frustrating because you really like the characters. Like, so by the
Really?
time, yeah, you really like the characters. So by the time stuff starts happening, you're like, no. And they haven't shied away from the gore or the really, really creative ways that people just die in this. It's brutal, like really brutal. I think you've seen the trailer where I don't.
I
Have you seen
haven't
the
seen the
trailer?
trailer. I have
Okay.
not. I have stayed away from it.
Okay. Cool. All as I say, if you have seen the trailer, you know there's a scene with a guy in a tattoo shop, and you might think, "Oh no, I've probably seen most of the fun kills." Then, if I've seen the trailer, you haven't. It also does a thing where it, which I quite liked about. This is really going off topic. Clown in a cornfield, where the trailer shows us one thing, but they don't spoil the movie. And this is a very similar thing where it subverts your expectations to being all about this, but there's so much more involved in it. And the way it's connected is fantastic. You'll see a couple of faces. This unfortunately has a bit of a sad tone to it because it's the last time we get to see Tony Todd's character, the Undertaker. And you see the he's so thin in this, like super
really?
thin. Yeah,
Okay.
it just made me sad because it's like, and at the end of the movie, it does come up with, in loving
for
memory
Tony or
of
something. Yeah,
Tony.
that-
Yeah, which is great. Like I appreciated that. You don't have to stay to the end of the credits. There is no end credit scene. There is no mid credit scene. There's just once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
When we get to the modern day part of it, I think I was glad for the creative death scenes. Like I was loving how different they were. They're always trying to top themselves, which you have to in these movies, and they don't shy away. Talking about a patient movie, the patience is the setting up the story, which is great. And then once we get into the death pattern, that's when people are just like laughing. There's a few setups where you see a thing coming that people in the audience were laughing beforehand because they knew what was coming. And so there's a couple of characters in this movie that you definitely want to die. And when you see the thing that Death has set up, like he's playing everybody like puppets, you're like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they're going to use this. And then they don't and use something else. It's so much fun. So I had a blast with this movie. I think they've managed to do the impossible, really. Uh, Take something that was wrapped up really well, give us an amazing opening where they've got a big budget and it looked fantastic, made me care about the characters from beginning to the new characters when we're in the modern day, and how it connects everywhere. The score's just understated. The acting is very good. Like I was like, oh,
Really?
yeah, like there was no one that I was really just there with them, and there were times when I was like wanting to turn away, like because it's the tension just builds up and builds up and builds up,
Good.
and then you're like, holy crap, that is nasty, but also give me more. It's that sort of sadistic fun, which I think a lot of people will enjoy. If you're a fan, you're going to be, I wouldn't try and nitpick the story too much, because with all the Final Destination movies, like if you're going to be thinking about, couldn't they just have? I literally heard a couple that were in afterwards. They were just talking about it, but what about if they did this? Well, what about if they? Did... And I'm like,
Do
that
you know what movie you went into?
you just watched the Final Destination movie, man. Come on. So that comes out this week, coming this week.
Yeah,
For some reason, they didn't advertise this. They just said we're doing a double bill. And I saw it there and I grabbed myself the ticket and it's like, maybe this is one or two. But it was just early. I was like, yeah, cool. All right. But
that's
if you're a fan, this I think you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
we've been watching because we're going to see Bloodlines this week on Thursday night.
Hmm.
And so we've been watching one through, the rest of them just in preparation
Oh
as
yeah, yeah.
me and my wife and two of the kids. And we watched number 4 last night, The Final Destination. Um, wow. Um, you have dollar store Zach Braff in this. The main girl though, which I did not know, but she is um the I can't remember the kid's name in The Boys, Homelander's son.
Oh yeah.
She's the mom
Ah,
in this.
okay.
The
Cool.
but I this movie I'm pretty sure was originally in 3D because
Yeah.
so many things come and the CG is terrible.
Oh yeah.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. I mean, it is bad. But there are a couple of scenes that are very tense. Like I was like, "Ooh, I'm on the edge." Like I know what's coming, right? I know
Yes.
this,
Yeah.
but and that's what I'm hoping for in this one that we have because like in number 5, the gymnast scene is wonderful because of how long it goes on. Like it's
Yeah.
excruciating, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And I'm like, this dude, just do it already. And then it keeps going and it doesn't. And they're like, ah.
You'll know when you get it, and this is not going to spoil anything for you, but there's a piece of glass that I equate to the nail in A Quiet Place.
Oh.
So they show it to you, and then it
Yeah.
just builds and builds
Oh.
and builds, and I'm like, just do it already, because I can't handle it. Yeah.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I am excited for this. Two of the kids have not seen number 5 though. Like, and I think we're gonna watch that tomorrow night or something because, and I'm excited for them to see that because of what the end does and how creative
Yes.
that film is. But I agree with you. I mean, you have to know what you're getting into in these movies, right?
For sure. Yeah.
And most of the time, I'm glad to hear that you can kind of root for some people that you like the acting and everything because in a lot of these, after rewatching them, I'm like,
No, I thought the acting was good in this. I liked the characters. They were all different. They were very real. The family dynamics they were very broken family dynamics, but because of stuff in the story. And there's a lot of practical sets, which
oh,
is
really?
really nice. Yeah, there's one
Okay.
beautiful set that just is so atmospheric that they use a couple of times, which I really like. And the bodies, like I want to say that 90% are like proper body bits of gore and splat. Like it,
Oh, so they're
they're
not
not,
relying as much on the CG or anything, and they're just
no, no, there's a lot of just,
s- that's what we need.
yeah,
I
that's
love it.
that's the
Ah,
stuff. Yeah.
okay. Well, I am very excited to check this out this week. Oh, oh man. Okay.
What you got?
I, my wife and I, finally, last weekend, we started the Pit.
Nice.
So we binged it this week. 16 episodes. I thought it was 8, and it was 16 episodes.
Holy crap.
Um, holy crap is right. Um, that's why, like, I was, when one of the comments was about, your friends and neighbors being, the best, which I have not watched that, so I can't speak against that. I'm not saying that, but I mean, the Pitt's writing is so engaging combined with the acting. I am blown away by this series. And I like the fact that so much of this is not like Grey's Anatomy
It's not.
or
No.
even ER, where every day or every episode is like some major thing. You know what I mean? Like the bridge has collapsed and then the building got blown up and then
It's like
a
you must
tornado
be
blew
the most unlucky
yeah,
city
who
ever.
wants to
Yeah.
move to Seattle? You know what I mean? Like, and so this is, and there are harrowing scenes. The last few episodes are like, wow, but that doesn't diminish the earlier ones. I mean, we're watching, I was, it's one shift, hour by hour, almost like real time, almost,
Yeah.
not quite, but and I was so drawn into the characters. I mean, there are several that I'm like, I do not like you for the majority of the series. And then at the end, some of them I'm like, okay, you're growing on me a little bit. Some of them I'm like, I still don't like you, but you're a great character within this, type of thing. Noah Wiley though, dude, give him the awards.
So,
The
I mean, dude, seriously.
the patience, the quietness, the realism that he gives his character, who is, he's long term been in the ER for a really long time. He is the new attending physician, the last handful of years for this shift because of what happened during COVID. But also because of COVID, he has massive PTSD.
Yep.
Like most people in the ED would, because they're,
Yep.
you see horrific things all the time. But it was, him, the power of his character to be controlling, like to get things where they need to go, to be cool and collected, to be compassionate, but then also to be irate and, justifiably angry at things. I mean, there was righteous anger at different things. And then the humanity that comes in where it overwhelms. And I love that when, after all of that, there are lines of dialogue from other characters that feed in and that they revisit. You know what I mean? And there's a couple storylines in this that, like any ED, you know what I mean? The people come in, you hear as much as you can hear. The doctors do as much as they can do, and then the patient leaves, and we don't know what happens after that, And there was one storyline where I'm like, dude, I need to know what's going on, and it's like I don't. Maybe we'll get it later because they have a tie that will allow them to go, to revisit this character again. But I don't know if they're going to. And you have to be okay with some of this, that's how this works, It's
very real.
It is very real. I was when I worked at an emergency medical supply place, all of the things that they were talking about, I was like, oh yeah, I know that. I know that. And like when they were towards the latter part there, where things were chaotic, and they're using this easy IO, which is like a drill type of thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that, because there's other IOs that you just twist and they go into the bone, and they literally drill into the bone. And this is more like battery powered type of zzz, so it's faster. Both I would never want to have done, because it's even if they numb your skin, it's not like, short of giving you like a block or putting you completely out. That's the only way you're not going to feel that once it hits your bone.
Yeah. Knock me out. Yeah.
Yeah, no. But the variety of personalities in this too was excellent. Seeing some of your your first year residents on their first shift of their first day, and this is what they experience, to having long term. You see the nursing staff and how they interact. You see family dynamics. I mean, it's so packed. And for a 16 episode show, I was blown away. I mean, I first off, I was blown away that they had 16 episodes.
Yeah.
That Because I was like, whoa. The dude that plays Dr. Langdon, he's the like fourth year resident or something like that has a couple of clashes with Noah Wiley's character. This is that dude as the actor, his second gig.
What?
He
Wow.
he has only acted in one other thing before, and that was one episode of Law and Order.
Wow. Okay.
And so then you have him coming back. I mean, and like, I thought it was great to see Sean Hatasi in this, just because it's been a while since I've seen him. But he is he's the he's the veteran combat medic who works in the ER. And so when crap is hitting the fan and he's doing all kinds of stuff, and he is like the coolest person in the room, because he's like, I'm used to being shot at while doing this.
He's MacGyvering it.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know anybody like that, but that's exactly how I would imagine. You have somebody, he also suffers from PTSD. He is a damaged person, just haunted by war, which absolutely makes complete sense. And the wisdom and the compassion that he still has, but also then combined with that matter of factness, and this is what we're doing, and still trying to balance that with his friend who is in charge of the ED. It's a great dynamic. There's a part where when the crap is hitting the fan, and several of the doctors are they've chosen to do something because supplies are limited. And then it flashes to Sean Hatasi's character. And he's doing the same thing, except he's not doing it in the same way that they are, because he's still mobile. And you're like, what in the crap?
As an experiment, you should now watch episode 1 of Pulse.
Oh, please no. See, like, I don't know if you remember, I watched the show Berlin ER. It's on Apple. It's a German show. And it has a lot of the same feel, like vibe. Because I think that one is over the course of 1 week, not one shift, but it has some of the high stakes drama, the personal interactions, and the complications that arise between staff and patients, and then also just in between the staff, between the doctors and the administration, and some of them they're dealing with their own personal issues, whatever. I mean, that one was really good too. This is even better, which I'm just wow, blown away by. So, yeah,
impressive.
Yeah. So everybody, I finally watched it. Thank you. I know you were all saying it was great. It's not that I didn't believe you. It's just didn't have the time and didn't. I was hesitant to get into it. I don't enjoy Grey's Anatomy anymore. I mean, it's been a long time since going into a medical drama, and this is so much more. Wow.
Fantastic. All right, if I do one more.
Yes.
Cool. What should I do? Let's do Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus.
Blood of Zeus, season 3.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the final season of the Netflix animated series that they're not promoting. The PR people had to reach out to me and say, hey, do you want screeners for this? Because it didn't even come up. And I get from a PR group of people that they send out everything that Netflix are doing, and what they're promoting, and this wasn't even in it, and it's a shame because it's incredible. Great storytelling. Season 3 starts off where season 2 ended with a massive cliffhanger, and we were like, how? You know, how are they going to survive? How's our main protagonist going to survive? And well, you'll have to find out. Let me just say the animation first and foremost is really interesting. It's you've seen a lot of this style of animation with animation series that Netflix do. They do like Dragon Prince, that sort of kind of character design, but it's very specific because each character, and it's going to sound, I don't know, I don't know if this is the correct terminology, but it needs to be authentic to the Greek mythology. And
Okay.
so the characters look a certain way. They need to have characteristics that you can believe that this person is Zeus and this person is, one of the many, many gods that are displayed here. Um, I like this season, but I also think it has a couple of caveats that before going into, you might want to rewatch season 1 and 2 to remind yourself of who the characters are because there are so many gods now on display. There's a huge war between stuff. I don't want to do spoilers. You can probably see the storyline coming a mile away because they've done this Greek mythology always kind of the storyline always kind of goes this way. But they do different things. They do their own thing with it within the Greek mythology
Mm.
world. So like we're not following Hercules. I mean, who was the main character's name again? Like
Heron.
is yeah, Heron. Heron is not like most people don't know who Heron is. Like it's got a great voice cast as well. So Jessica Henwick for one, there's so many voices that you'll hear. Season 3 particularly, I'm not going to say who's in it because I think that's a nice surprise. But
Mm.
once you hear who a couple of the voices are, the new characters that we haven't had as of yet, I think they do scale really well because a lot of the time there are Titan-sized monsters on screen, and you see like
Oh.
how's a boy or a young man like Heron who is half god, like says like one of the offspring,
Hmm.
meant to be able to battle these things. Like he's got friends. I'm trying to give a really good synopsis without doing spoilers. If you've seen like Percy Jackson and the Olympians,
Yeah.
it has that feeling of the Greek mythology, but it obviously because it's animation, they can do so much more, and they
Sure.
do that. It's also not for very young viewers. It's very gory, very
Mm.
violent, a lot of dismemberment, body parts flying about. They tackle some dark themes within that as well. Gray morality, so there isn't just a clear these guys are the good, the humans are the good guys, and the gods are the bad guys. There's just people groups trying to survive, and it's chaos on screen. But season 1 was basically about the humans versus the gods. Season 2 was the unraveling of that and whose parents and who was trying to gain power and who decided that maybe things need to change because the gods weren't actually doing a good job at looking after what they've been given. And so season 3 is all about the consequences of that. And we see that play out in harrowing style. The score is wonderful. It feels
Mm.
big. It feels like you'd be watching it on a movie, like very orchestral, very large, beautifully rendered. The voice acting, I think it's the naturally English. So Jessica Henwick and all of them doing a fantastic job. The reason why I said you kind of need to watch season 1 and 2 because you have so many of the main characters now on display. It's been a year and maybe a bit, and
Oh wow.
I'd forgotten like who these guys were. So that would be my top tip before going in. Try and rewatching at least the last episode of season 2 before you go into 3. It's all out now. You get through it quickly. The episodes aren't very long. They range from about 20 minutes to about 35 minutes, depending on the episode.
Okay.
It's a beautiful story, but it's not happy. It's your cup of tea, Chris.
Yeah, well, okay, okay. Would I enjoy this though? Do you think? I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
okay,
100%. Yeah. Just because it's animation doesn't mean like that it's kiddified anyway. It's an adult
oh,
animated series. That's
sure,
what I yeah.
okay,
Teens will like the violence, but the adults will stay for the story. That's how I would explain it.
gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'll have to. I mean, sometimes as a casual type of thing,
Hmm.
I will watch like an episode, and then like, oh yeah, that was kind of fun, and watch another one, and
I
so
think you might
okay,
get hooked.
okay, well, good. I love Greek mythology. I
Yes.
love that whole time period and world just really intrigues me,
Mm.
and I don't know like a crap ton. I mean, my knowledge is pretty limited. The
Okay, you're gonna
Odyssey
find this
and
fascinating then. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Because like I watched Hercules. I love that. But and some of the other some things, but yeah, just that those ancient
Oh
civilizations
man, we've
and
got
their
so many:
beliefs and
Persephone, Hermes, Athena, Apollo, Ares, Demeter, Evios, Coffee, Zeus, Hades. Like they're all there, and they all have these weird family connections, and it's
yeah,
like a Game of Thrones, but with god powers.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. Cool. I will have to check that out. I'll add that to my list. So
Mm.
thank you. Um, Before I go on to, I have like a couple things that I'll hit.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the chat.
All right.
And let's see here. So AJ, going back to some of the best things that AJ watched, we had Poker Face, season 2, episodes 1, about 4.5. Wow, it's a very unique mystery. Ooh, Cynthia Erivo is in this also as a guest. Nice.
Nice.
6 identical siblings. Oh my goodness. Wow. And then third best thing was Hacks season 4 episode 6. Wow, best
So,
episode of the season so far.
where are you reading that? Oh, right
Again, totally in
there.
connection with the chat and with our people. Oh, Power Plant was saying that found the last episode of Your Friends and Neighbors was solid. Made Ham and his wife look like pieces of crap or shit. Dog do,
Do
which
you
is a
do?
triumph for the writing. Oh, well, that's good. That's I'm. The scene with Olivia Munn in the cosmetic store was one of the best of any show this year. Surprisingly, find myself rooting for John Hamm and his wife. Interesting, because that's kind of why I didn't want to watch it, because I watched the trailer and I'm like,
I'm not gonna like any of these people,
I
am I?
don't like these people. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy that you find yourself rooting for them.
How
I
bad are
mean,
the other people then?
well, and it is a testament to the writing then to be able to have characters that seem off-putting or doing despicable things, and yet they're the ones that you were like, yes, I actually want that. Maybe it's a redemption arc. I don't know, but I mean, yeah. Uh, they're awful people, and will probably have to give up several pounds of flesh, or at least more, to the people around them.
Wow.
Good. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Final Destination 1 and 5. Yeah. Together, I like those.
Mm.
When we watched, I would say 4 is the weakest. Um, 3 has some fun stuff, but it is yeah, it's there. 2, I
The
enjoyed
highway
2.
scene is brutal.
Yeah, and I did like how it brought. I mean, it connected very well to number 1.
Mm, it
Um,
did, yeah.
I am glad though also that they went away from death as a tangible character
Mm.
for the most part. I mean, you still get the whole breeze type of thing, and they're like, "Ooh, I think I felt something" or whatever. But like in number 1, you were talking about the water moving
Oh
in
my
the
gosh, the
bathroom,
liquid
and
went
yeah,
away. I was
yeah,
like, really?
yeah, right, yeah. I was like, I don't even remember this happening, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And so yeah. Uh, Power Plant's been pretty lukewarm on Munn's career. We'll give up for that scene. Excellent acting for her and the sales associate's part, and also Ham for scolding his daughter in the car. If you want, like, I'm not the biggest Olivia Munn fan, but she was in a movie that was directed by Justine Bateman, and it's called Violet, I think. That is a phenomenal movie, and she did a really good job. It is a deep dive into our inner voice and inner monologue, and then with a special focus on what women's inner voice is and how anybody's inner voice can be self-defeating, and it's good. And this one is unique because Olivia Munn's character of Violet, her inner voice is a man.
Huh.
And so it was done really well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was done with Olivia Munn, I like how that rhymes, since Predator, because good lord, that film sucked. But her voice acting in Hit Monkey,
Oh,
she plays a Kiko, and she was fantastic.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Hey, Juice. Good day. How are
Good
you?
day, mate.
Glad that you're here.
How's the dunny? Have you fired up the Barbie?
Is there a shrimp on the Barbie? See, I was watching while I was cooking last night. I was watching some of Anyone But You.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love that movie. It's
a great
just
film.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just fun. Career AJ agrees with Power Plant on Olivia Munn's career, definitely, and this is one of her best performances. John Hamm's character has his flaws and does bad things, but then tries to have his heart in the right place. See, I think that's what helps a lot.
So is Olivia Munn a main character in this then? Is she the wife?
She's the wife. His wife.
She's my wife.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey Sal, how are you? This week you enjoyed The Drop and Andor episode 8 and 9, Crazy Town.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. My wife and I, we watched The Drop, and we hadn't seen a single trailer or post. We'd seen the poster,
Good for you for not seeing the trailer. Okay.
and I don't know how we missed it. It just didn't pop up
I don't
in
know how
our
you missed
feeds.
it either. Yeah.
And we were really pleasantly surprised because it was so like the ending went for it. Like the last 20 minutes of that film
Batshit
are
crazy,
just
right?
mental. It's like an hour and 40 minutes of the worst date ever, and then just
More.
bat crazy. Yeah. And I was like, oh, cool. All right.
Surprisingly tense too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as somebody who saw the trailer, so I got to see several of the things that are happening in the restaurant and even at the home. I mean, it was still pretty tense. So that was,
Yeah.
Drop was nice.
Yeah, that was fun.
Interesting to see this showrunner from Your Friends and Neighbors also ran Warrior and Banshee. Wow. And he's kept
All
his
right, that just
relationship-
shot way high up into my...
Oh, really?
Wow. Those are two of my favorite series. Okay. Good lord. You should have just started with that, AJ.
Oh, yes. See, I know. Everybody said The Pit is amazing and just phenomenal. Watch it. And oh my gosh. Amy, just as the caveat, make sure you have time because one episode is not enough. And we on Thursday night, it was 2 a.m., I think, and we had one episode left. And it was, I was so tired. My wife was so tired. We did go to sleep, but then woke up and was like, okay, you ready to watch? Yes. And so we just, because
It's that good. Oh my gosh.
so good. So just know what you're getting yourself into, because it is, wow. Yeah. Um,
Oh, can you just go back to Amy quick?
yes.
Where's my tuck?
Thank you. That reminds me, Ruben.
Yes.
You knit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a project for you. Since you're waiting on a toque from Amy, I am going to wait on something for you.
Okay.
I would like you to start me a scarf,
Okay.
and you will be finished when you come to see me.
Okay. That's going to be the world's longest scarf.
I am so excited for that. You can make it a foot wide also if you want, and then make it, 60 feet long. I don't care.
Like a blanket.
Yeah, I thought, you know what, this would be fun.
Okay.
For me.
Yeah.
I don't know about for you, but
Oh, yeah. I can just knit while watching TV. So
yeah, exactly. So it's just, and if
you
you need me to
realize
send you,
what you've done though, because I'm gonna get the weirdest colors, and they're not gonna match at all as
I
I connect.
I
It's gonna be something that from Harry Potter the Weasleys would get for Christmas.
yes. Okay, well, I was going to ask if you needed me to send you some yarn or something, because then I'm just going to go in with my eyes closed and run around the store and grab things and be like,
this one and this one and this one.
yeah, what is that? Ooh, that's going to be weird.
Does it ever get cold enough to wear a scarf?
No,
No. See, that's
No.
depressing.
I know.
You could hang it and use it as like bunting.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Well, yesterday and today, it was going to be 94, which I don't know what that is in Celsius.
94.
but,
see, that is way too hot.
Yeah. So
34.
it was, 34. It's going to be that today again. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to drop 20 degrees and so it would be 23 tomorrow. Okay. I got to tell you this though, because, I'm going to
That's
Miami
insane.
next weekend for
Oh,
the week
yes.
for work.
Yeah.
And I have been trying to mentally prepare myself for the weather.
Yeah.
Their low
Yeah.
has been hitting at around 3 to 4 a.m. Okay. So that's when it hits the lowest temperature.
Yeah.
And last night, it was 25 and a half.
That's the lowest temperature at.
That was the
4
lowest
a.m.
temperature of the day.
Why are you going there again? Does this work?
That's work. That is the only reason I'm going.
Ugh.
And if anybody knows of a place where I can go play with capybaras or raccoons in Miami, then I please let me know. I need to
I hope
go.
you've got
I need to,
Will Smith's
yes, I will have
Millennium
that.
album ready
Yeah.
to go.
Yep. Yep.
Great.
Yep. Be blasting that.
Yep.
Yeah. I do. I've been trying to find some like linen pants so
But
that they're
yeah, you
cooler.
need something really cool and light. Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
because
mean,
it's a
naked's
work
an
thing.
option.
Well, I think. Well, I think I'm sure there are some beaches where that is the option, but I have a little bit of shame when it comes to, I mean, I don't have shame for much things, but I mean, I don't want to traumatize people either.
People are like, no, put it. Why?
Yeah, put that away. Nobody wants to see that. Yeah. That was like when I was in the Bahamas, my wife and I, we went on a cruise, and the driver dropped us off at the topless beach, because it was right in the
Okay.
middle of the fully clothed, which was way down on the other side, and then literally right across, there was like just a rock divider type of thing, was the fully nude beach. And I walked towards the clothing side, just walking down, I would just literally walking. As I was walking back, I was mainly looking down at the sand and, little rocks and pebbles, picking things up every now and then. And I would look up every now and then so I didn't run into somebody. But I looked up and there were two fully nude elderly people.
Brilliant. It's always
Nothing was in the right spot.
it's always the older people.
Yeah. There was all that time where as a teenage boy, you hear about nudist beaches and you're like, yeah,
Yeah, that's the place
that
to
is,
go.
yeah.
That is not what they are like.
Yeah, I didn't go over to the nude side because I was not willing to take off my shorts, but I saw enough with that couple, and they were, I gotta say, they were tan, so they were committed to that lifestyle. So
Cool.
good on them. But yeah, nothing was in the right spot, and I was just like, I'm just gonna keep looking down, and if I run into somebody,
So do you think they rub low? Never mind.
don't. Yeah, no, no, you don't want to. You don't want to know. No, just it's better to not know that at all. Yeah. Yeah, Noah Wiley is phenomenal. Yeah, I mean each character is so great. Each actor. Yeah, Mel King in this, the character of Mel King, she is wonderful, and I did not know until the last episode that she was Bryan Cranston's daughter. That crazy, just. But she is, and I don't know if you know, the girl that plays her twin sister in this, who is autistic, is actually autistic, and so
right.
she has been in shows where they have created characters specifically for that actor so that she can be a representation, you know, and which I thought was great. And so we get to see her in the last episode, and that was really cool to just see the, you know, the dynamics between the two sisters. I thought was great too.
Nice.
Yeah. So, shocked at how good the writing was in Your Friends and Neighbors, especially considering the writer doesn't have many credits. Craig Gillespie directed a couple of episodes, and you're a huge fan of him. All right. Yeah, I don't know who. I don't know.
Craig Gillespie is.
Yeah, well, and I don't know who the writer is either. I don't know if that's the Craig Gillespie Gillespie
Gillespie?
is the writer
Gillespie?
also. You know, yeah. And yeah, Patrick Ball. I mean, yeah, he was good and yeah, creepy at times. And oh, Ruben, did you see? So, in the pit, the doctor who's wearing the ankle monitor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That is Brad Dourif's daughter. So she was in Deadwood for an episode with him, and I loved how he then makes a guest appearance in this.
That's cool.
And it was VIP of the Pit. Oh my gosh, yeah, so good. That charge nurse, she was awesome, and I loved just her her whole demeanor in this. I mean, just like powerful. And when she yells at everybody in the the waiting room, little bit of shaming too. I would expect nothing less. Oh gosh, yeah, so good there. General Grievous, hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, he does come off at a creep at first. I felt for him, and then also like was just mad at him too. Yeah. Neighborhood Watch was done well also. Jack Quaid acting was top notch. Really, see, I started that and I just tapped out. So I'm glad to see that it's better. I should go back to it. And that's the one with Jeffrey Dean Morgan also.
Yes, I normally like anything with him in it.
Yeah.
Normally, sometimes, mostly. Yeah.
Mostly. Amanda Peet is John Hamm's ex-wife in Your Friends and Neighbors, and Olivia Munn is one of Hamm's love interests and his ex-wife's friend. That's not complicated at all.
No.
Hey, Sully, how are you?
Welcome to Sully Streams.
Awesome deep voice. Central Valley weather. Yeah, it's probably very similar. I mean, we're just a little northern of that, but yeah. Ugh. Southern Florida is a sauna. It's not the heat, it's the humidity. Yeah. Well, and for me, anything over like 68 is hot, so it is the heat also, but it's made
it's
so much
21
worse.
here, and I'm way too hot. So.
Wow, it's 20 and it's 5:30 there. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're just barely cooler than we are right now. Here.
I don't like it.
Oh, yep, Ruben. Foundation season 3. Dennis,
I
hi.
saw.
First off,
Yeah,
yeah. Are you excited?
very excited. I'm just so happy that it's coming back. I thought for sure with all the fans going, it's not the same from the books, damn it.
Mm.
Yep. Interestingly, though, Escoya has left and they have a new director.
Oh,
And they
really?
have less of a budget for season 3. So, doesn't sound good, but I am excited.
Yeah, that doesn't give hope for like maybe season 4,
Yeah, and they've
unless.
been talking about 4 because they're well into. I think they finished filming 3, and it's coming out pretty soon, actually. So
Mm.
they were talking about 4. So who knows?
Hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Okay. Sophie took her batshit stuck in your head. Wait, okay, so in Miami, they have an arts district, Wynwood. You have to go walk around and check it out. It's so cool. Oh, okay, cool. Wynwood. I need to open
Winewood.
that up in a tab there.
Is that Winewood or Winwood?
I don't know. I would say Wynwood, but I don't
Winwood. Okay.
know. Okay. Well, it's cool. Ooh. Well, that's a sweet. Oh yeah, Museum of Graffiti, even. Dude, that's awesome. Okay, thank you,
All
Amy.
right.
Very
I'm
cool.
I'm I'm coming.
Sweet. Okay, I got a really nice hotel, so
Okay. Cool.
yeah,
All
it's
right. You
wickedly
got some.
expensive that I would not. I would not.
Oh, it was the hospital.
Oh yeah. Work
Yes.
pays
Yeah.
for this. I'm not. I
I mean,
don't pay for
yeah,
this.
because you wouldn't be going otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's where the conference is, so
Ah.
it makes sense to do that instead of having to Uber or whatever
Okay.
someplace else.
You can take pictures.
Yes, I will. I will. Yeah. Um, let's see. In an interview, Taylor Dearden, yeah, Mel King said her character is neurodivergent in the show, and oh, so is she in real life? Oh, that's cool. I mean, yeah, you can definitely tell that the character has a little bit on the spectrum there, but excuse me, which we find out from several of the doctors, they each have their own superpower type of thing. Not real superpower, but it's listening, or it's being compassionate, or something that other doctors just don't have. So yeah. Gur- Gurparkash, hey, from India. Kind of you like our reviews, thank you, and you kind of at the edge of the war. Ooh. Mission Impossible, the last one was incredible. Yeah, well, very short wait.
Yeah, it's very, very soon.
And
Like
I get to see
2
it on
weeks.
Monday.
Oh, you see it very, very soon.
In IMAX.
In IMAX,
So
yes.
yeah, which
I'm not
which
jealous at all.
I'm glad for that they're doing actually 2 screenings. They're press screenings. They're doing one on Monday and then one the week that I'm in Miami. And I was like, oh well,
Oh no.
thankfully I'm not gonna be in Miami. So I was just like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll do that. So
Are you
I
going
can
to
go.
San Fran for that?
Nope, here in town.
Oh, you have an IMAX in town.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Nice.
it's a great one too. So it's
Did we
yeah.
go?
No,
No. Okay.
no. And it's proper IMAX. It's IMAX. It's because there's some, like here we have Regal that have IMAX screens, and they're big
Yeah.
screens and stuff. And I saw Dune. I think I saw Dune. Yeah, the first book one there, and it was great. I mean, it was really good. I've seen other, I think I saw the Joker there and some other things like that, but this is the proper IMAX. I mean, it's the brand. That's all they do. It's only IMAX.
It's
not
only IMAX. Yeah.
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 So yeah. Foundation returns July 11th, and then Godzilla X Kong Supernova, March 26th, 2027.
Okay.
That's a ways away.
Yeah,
So,
that's just next week.
March 20. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Did I invite everybody to the hotel room in Miami? I
I
don't know. You
think
don't.
I think you're right. Yeah, a
I
party at
did.
Chris's hotel room.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
Yes.
go
Okay.
straight to the minibar.
Y- Lord, no. I'm
The
gonna
hospital's
just have
paying,
them.
right?
Yeah, no, they will not pay for that. If they see that on the list, they're gonna be like, you
And
spent.
we're going to rent the most outrageous home box office movies.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that
Yes.
either. I'm gonna have those channels just locked down. Thank you. I'd like the parental settings, please. Yeah, no, that's oh gosh, yeah. But if you're watching this and you do live in Miami and you're not a serial killer like Dexter, let me know. Maybe
How
we
would you
can
know?
connect. How would I know?
Yeah,
Well, they don't know that I'm not.
that's true. I'm not
So,
sure you're not actually, with all the graves in the backyard.
hmm hmm
Hmm.
I saw a tip too, a top tip. If you plant bamboo over your corpses, bamboo grows like 3 inches a day or something like that, or a week. I mean, it's insane.
Hmm.
It's such a fast growing thing that within a month, nobody would even know that you had a body there.
Hmm.
So when you come over and you see all the bamboo in my yard, just mind your own business.
So there's also a top tip for you. If you legitimately bury someone in your backyard, like with a tombstone and, dig it in the
Uh-huh.
hole and, bury it
Uh-huh.
properly with you can write off your taxes because technically you're a cemetery.
I gotta think that you have to have some kind of permit for that.
Eh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh gosh. Oh, Amy's got a question for us. Okay, Amy, type it away and
Okay.
we'll do it. Um, let's see. Dennis saying the core cast for Godzilla X Kong is new roles. So we've got Caitlin Deaver, Jack O'Connell, Delroy Lindo, Matthew Modine, Alicia Denman Carey, Sam Neill, and then Dan Stevens is returning. Oh my gosh.
I like Dan Stevens in the last one. He was fun.
Yeah, he was. This is a great cast too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, no, that's outstanding.
But also, I don't really care about people in the Godzilla movies.
Unless it's -1.
Yes, very different vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Or,
mean that.
Dan Stevens being like a dentist or giving Godzilla, a metal gauntlet. That's awesome. I want more of that.
Absolutely, please.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Amy. If you're typing your um, what were they in their Netflix show? Caitlin.
Did I? What is
I
it?
don't.
What are they?
Uh, I don't know which show it is. What was she with? Let me see. I'm trying to see of which, like a Netflix. The only Netflix thing I remember her being in was Unbelievable,
You're
and was
unbelievable.
yeah, but I don't know if was Alicia in that. I don't think she was in that, or was she in? Oh no no no! Wait a minute, wasn't she in the one just recently? The apple cider vinegar.
Maybe.
Is it? Yes. Yeah 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 yeah. Yes. Okay. Oh, you know what? Because I thought Alicia Debnam Carey was I was thinking of somebody else. So that's not who that was. Okay. Cool. Yeah, yeah. They were in apple cider vinegar together. So nice. Okay. Amy's question here. Wait, let me write down the time code so I
Okay.
can. What's your favorite stand-up comedian, current and past? Mm.
That is subjective as heck. I mean, I'll go for actors that I think are fantastic comedians. And you can think some of the old ones, but obviously Robin Williams. I think that man was so quick and so smart. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and he's definitely done stand up.
Mm-hmm.
My current, probably Trevor Noah,
Mm-hmm.
political humor that he does really well. I really appreciate his smartness. How about you?
Um, Probably my favorite is John Panette. He's dead, unfortunately, but we quote him in our house so much that there
Okay,
is not a like there is a situation. I mean, his jokes fit every situation in life,
right.
and so we do that. But I agree also on Robin Williams. I mean,
Mm,
I'm not sure that there was an ever a faster thinking, maniac
mm,
who just brilliance,
yeah.
you know. So, yeah. Um, let's see here.
How about you guys?
Yeah. How about everybody else? What do you think? Um, okay. Well, we will come back um, to that. Let's see. Guparkish, you love that we reviewed Indian movies. Which one is your favorite? Uh, and then RR. I really like RRR. But I've really enjoyed Vikram. Major was heartbreaking.
Yeah, RR is great, but I do find it quite dark as well. There's a lot to go through before there's any redemption.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Major, good. What was the one with the dog? I really like that. Um,
Oh, 777 or something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
Okay. Yeah.
I just
Kill
got
was
a
fun.
Kill was fun. Kill was dark as well. It's great. I got an update from my wife,
Oh
who's in
yeah.
hospital. She said they misplaced some of my blood, so I had to take more now. Also, some coagulated before it could be tested.
Oh.
So it looks like she might have to stay. That's how long they took before they did the testing of the blood.
Oh, that's not good. Come on.
Seriously,
Yeah.
what the heck,
Jeez.
man?
I'm sorry. Well, tell her. Well, I don't know. Tell her
You
to
can
yell
tell
at
her. I
the
think she's
nurses.
watching.
Oh, hi, Gray. Hi, Kaylee. Yeah. Well, that's not okay. Yeah. Just tell him if you're gonna take my blood, you better do it now.
Do it, do it fast. Do it
Yes.
quick.
Do
Spin
it.
it. Yeah, maybe you
Exactly.
just like when it's in the thing, just spin it yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Uh, Irma Bombeck and George Carlin. Yes. Yes. Good
Those are
stuff.
words.
Those are two older comedians.
Oh,
Yes.
cool.
Yes. Some good comedy there. Did anyone watch the Four Seasons? Yes. Ruben and I, well, we talked about it last week.
Yep. And we both
I,
reviewed it.
yeah, I loved it. I just enamored by the realism.
Yeah,
Um,
thought it was very good.
current favorite stand-up comedians: Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock. Favorite no longer with us, Richard Pryor. Ooh, yeah, Richard Pryor was great.
Pryor is great. I don't really find Dave Chappelle funny. Chris Rock, there are some of his stand-ups that I've enjoyed, but I find a lot of it just shouting as well. So,
I uh no, not well. I like D.L. Hughley, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Shoot. I'm gonna have to look him up because there's this one thing where he does with his sister, or this he tells a story about him and his sister playing this game, and they're gonna get in trouble by their parents. They're trying to play Trouble quietly, and it has that little bop thing that makes it really loud. Um, but yeah, studio that made Kill never made an action movie before. Oh wow,
that's
that's funny.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, I guess there is some violence to romance, so. Uh, Sebastian Maniscalco in the 2012s, and then Sean Gillies for you. The old one, Richard Pryor. Nice, nice. Uh, like Kevin.
As in Kevin Hart? Maybe?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, Kevin Hart's great. I think he's funny too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, Gabriel Iglesias is hilarious. And when he does his voices, oh my goodness.
Yeah, Fluffy's great.
I don't know who Brad Williams is though.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't know that. I'd have to look that up, but that's cool. Okay. Uh Podcasts have killed stand up. Really? They run their bits on the pod. See, I don't listen to those types of podcasts. So that's
Yeah, no,
interesting.
I've seen loads of stand-up still. There's a young guy who's quite rude, but I say young, he's like in 20s, but yeah, he doesn't hold back. But he is probably the best crowd interactor like ever. Like he will make his whole routine just out of talking to people in the crowd, like back and forth, and it's so funny. He's very, very quick. Yeah.
That's
I wish I knew
what his name was.
Yeah.
I've seen a guy and then a girl on YouTube. I haven't actually like I've just moused over it so I can read the subtitles or the captions, and like I saw they both do that type of thing. So I don't know if if the guy is the same one or not. But...
Matt Rife. I don't know if anybody knows.
Oh, yeah, that's not him. I know who that is, but that's not who I'm thinking of.
Like his crowd work is excellent.
It's so good when the comedians are that witty.
Because he gets heckled a lot, but they never win. Never win. They're decimated.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, quoting Chris Farley, down, living in a van down by the river. Oh, you're doing it to your pep talk to your boys. Nice. Yes. I was quoting Farley this week too. That exact one also. So that's oh, because one of the students that my wife teaches, she was saying a couple of years ago or whatever, they were like, because she teaches online, and so they could live anywhere and everywhere, but some of them actually live kind of near us, just based on what they were saying and stuff, and so they were trying to figure out where we lived. He's like, well, where do you live? And I said, did you tell them down, in a van down by the river? Because that's the only appropriate response there. But yeah, no, we didn't give them. Trevor, yeah, Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's great too. I like a little bit of Taylor Tomlinson, also, what I've seen of hers. Oh, there's this British comedian that I found on YouTube. Sorry, here I'm gonna. Sarah Millican. She is also quite rude, but she's really, really funny too. I love it.
Who did you say, Sarah who?
Millican, Millican.
Oh, yes, yes. She does a lot of British TV, like these quiz shows that there are.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They get a lot of comedians on, like, answering certain things. Like, it's like the zeitgeist news of what's happened in the week, and then they'll comment on it, and she is brilliant for that. She's very dry. Yeah. I like her a lot. She's super funny. Yeah.
I stumbled on her, and I was like, what is this? And then I was like, oh my gosh, actually... You're quite funny. So
yeah, she's funny.
You knew, right, that George Carlin was Rufus in Bill and Ted?
No.
Really? Oh, okay. Okay, yes. So
I had no reference for who Rufus was in Bill and Ted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, living in a van down by the river would actually not be cheap at all.
Van life isn't cheap. You have to have had a house and sell all your belongings to get the van kitted out enough to be able to live in a small box.
Yeah. Oh.
I like the idea of van life, but maybe for like a couple of weeks, and then I want to go back to normal life.
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie? I think Zoe Shao directed it. Was it Nomad?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's an intriguing lifestyle.
Because the people in it are actual real
Yeah,
people that live that life. Yeah.
yeah. I just I couldn't do it long term, but it would be nice to be able to go places and just, like you look at the old retired people and they have these really nice RVs which cost more than my house.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. No.
and
They
so
have.
some of
They have funny money.
Yeah, they do. And some of that would be a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Like to live, to just, you know what? This month we want to live in Wyoming and see the buffalo.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But also not having like, I'm so
A
tired
place.
of,
Yeah.
yeah, I need a
What
little
if
bit
you?
more
What
room
if you need your own space? Yeah.
you go outside.
Yeah. Go run with the
That's,
buffalo.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's where the buffalo roam. Yeah. Don't follow a lot of comedy. I think world politics, though, is a great comedy. Sometimes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy you have to laugh at because otherwise you cry.
Yes. Nate Bargatze. Um, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've watched any of his stuff. And doesn't he have a Netflix special or a Netflix show coming out where he's um, like Bad Decisions or something like that? I don't remember what it was called.
No idea. Oh wait, is it like a mini
It,
series with like episodes that takes a topic?
yes.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes,
Bad
yes, he does.
Thoughts.
Bad thoughts.
Bad
That's
Thoughts.
it.
Oh, but
Yeah,
it's Tom Segura, not Nate
mm,
Bargatze. But yes,
yeah.
yes, Bad Thoughts.
So
That
totally different person, but I knew
yeah.
what you were talking about.
So we were on the same page there.
We
Yeah,
were
yeah, so,
we're on
yeah,
the same vibe. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Uh, Nate. Amy gets to see him live next weekend. Oh, very
Nice.
cool. That's fun. Rock on. Okay.
Definitely heckle him.
Yeah.
That'll go well.
Yes. Always. Always. Um, okay. I'm going to briefly talk about two movies because
Okay.
they have kind of similar themes. And you've already talked about one of them because it came out um, in the UK
Ooh,
a couple months ago
yeah,
versus
yeah. And it
it
didn't
just
even go
hitting
to
theaters.
cinema. It went straight to
Oh,
streaming.
really? It didn't hit. Oh, because it was in theaters here.
Yeah, no, it went straight to Sky.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so we got Josh Hartnett in Fight or Flight. Um, Everything you said, Ruben, it is like this is exactly the movie I wanted it to be. Um, the parts with Katie Sackhoff, as much as I like Katie Sackhoff, those were the MacGuffin to explain what's going on in the plane, and I didn't necessarily need that much of
Yeah, I
that.
don't think we needed it at all, to be honest.
I mean, I
They
was
could
fine
have
with
they could have had
anybody,
just an
right?
explanation. Yeah, anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He gets a text that says, "Here's your target," or whatever.
exactly. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Um, I, Josh Hartnett, the whole cast really fully understood the assignment, which I thought was great,
Hmm.
because he's that laid back, annoyed but highly skilled uh, person who's also borderline sobering up, and he's not happy about that either.
He's
And
not. He's a little bit off his rocker as well, isn't he?
he is, yeah. Some of those looks, especially once he gets like jacked in, and when he takes what he thinks is adrenaline, which was even better. Um, and you
The
get
pill
that.
off the label. So good.
I just like, yeah. Every bit of this film, when it's in the airplane,
Yes.
is just bonkers crazy good. I mean, it's
Yeah.
fun, it's
Yeah.
stupid, and it knows it's that way.
Yeah.
So the ridiculousness makes sense and
Hmm.
fits within it, and it's not bad.
No.
And so yeah, oh my gosh. I was having a blast. My wife was enjoying it too. We were just laughing and it's like, oh my goodness. And like I saw you mentioned at one point chainsaw. And I'm like, what? How you and it all
It's
some
sort
of
of
it you
explained enough. Yeah, you're like,
it is
okay.
explained enough. Yeah, like that how they get access, that makes sense. I mean, it is it there's a definite massive level of ridiculousness.
Oh yeah, you go like if you for any moment you're like you're never even with how they got stuff on the plane, you'd still be like, that would never make it on the
Yeah,
plane.
no,
Yeah.
and fine,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I will watch this over and over again.
Yes.
This is just a really fun movie. If you want brutal action, some gnarly kills, and I'm actually really impressed at the cinematography and the editing of the fights,
Yes.
because while they're not inside a plane flying, they're using parts of a plane to shoot it. So it is still very cramped quarters.
Yeah.
And the camera moving around the chairs and everything and putting us in there, and then watching somebody's head get smashed by the seat
There's the
arm. And
seat belt and the rest up table, and the toilet doors, or the first fight scene when he
in the
just
bathroom.
in the bathroom is brutal, and it's brilliant.
Well, the surprise too that he has on his face a little bit, and you're like, oh. So I'm glad that you had told me about this, so it was even on my radar. But this is great. If you're looking for fun action, this is definitely really great. Um, the next movie is Last Bullet. Now that's a Netflix action film. It is the third in the trilogy of their Go Fast movies. It's a French series. The first two movies are Lost Bullet and Lost Bullet 2. This this knows also exactly what type of movie it is. It is a car chase movie and a revenge type of film. Um, you Everybody's obvious. You know everybody who everybody is right from the start. Um, they do a little bit of repetition, which I thought was weird because I was like, when it plays in this movie, I'm like, wait, I've already seen this, haven't I? And because it was a portion in the last movie or in the first movie, but it's now tying it back in to show us where things were intersecting and stuff. And it was a little weird, but whatever. Willing to go with that. Um, the car chases again, like in number one, the dude has this forklift like thing that he goes and he rams cars and stuff. The second movie, he electrifies that type of scenario and it blows cars up into the air and just off. And it's awesome and ridiculous. This time we get a massively roided up tow truck and lots of fireworks. And it's just things go boom a lot and cars flip over and there is one I didn't even know about this car, and then I looked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful car. It's a French sports car, and it's fast and it is racing through like crowded little streets and stuff like that, and then it stops on a dime, and it brought a tear to my eye. Um, but you don't go into this movie without watching the first two, because
You'll have no
while
clue.
the characters are thin anyway, it won't make any sense. The only reason that this is as fun as it is because it's the cap for the trilogy. It finishes out the story. You get to, see this, and then you have the car chases. And that's really why, I mean, I looked for this movie. I went into this movie because it's just like, here we go. We're going to go fast, blow things up. This one has a good fight scene in it's not a subway, it's a tram. And the opponents, the way that they've used them is unique, I thought,
Okay.
and fun. And so yeah. So anyway, there you go. If you're in the mood for just light French action, that's a good one also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do you want to do? You want to?
Can I talk a little bit about Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What Star Wars?
I watched Tales of the Underworld.
Oh, okay.
There are 6 episodes. It's basically two stories, actually, two different characters. We follow Cad Bane and Asajj Ventress. Now, interestingly enough, the Asajj Ventress one, that is Count Dooku's Padawan or understudy, and she's in the Clone Wars. She's one of Anakin's nemesis the whole way through the series. This one starts off with her death, and then the story carries on from there and shows a trajectory of the path that I never expected for Asajj Ventress. I like I like the stories. It's got a big issue though. There's 3 episodes, and it feels like it ends where the story's just starting.
Oh,
Like it really feels like this is the beginning, and that's where it ends. They do the same thing, similar, but there's a more contained story with Cad Bane. Cad Bane is the bounty hunter. Have you ever seen him? He's one of the best bounty hunters. He's got like a dark presence. The blue guy with red eyes, cowboy hat.
mm-hmm.
I've got him somewhere on my shelf of funny things. Uh, we get to see his like where he came from, so like being a street rat, and the trajectory that him and his best friend that they live together. They go on opposite ends. One becomes like a police marshal, and he becomes the bounty hunter. And those two friendships eventually clash and creates what we know as Cad Bane today. That was great, but again, also feels like the beginning. So this, like, it says Tales of the Underworld, but it's 2 stories that are really at the beginning. The animation is great, the fight sequences are good, but it really just feels like, yeah, this is awesome, and it ends.
Hmm.
It's kind of like some of as much as I loved Love, Death, and Robots, a lot of those feel like they're just beginning and then it's done.
And those are really like, I mean, because that's the anthology,
Mm,
and some of them are meant to tell an entire story, and some of them are just like
a
almost
snapshot.
like they feel like they're teasers or something
Yeah,
like that. But that's unfortunate that this is that way because
yeah. This is not meant to be that way. Yeah.
yeah, huh. Well, and that's what we were also talking about. I don't know if it was last week or a couple of weeks ago, but some of the issue with some of these, like Disney and Marvel shows, is that they don't spend enough time
Mm,
giving you the world and everything, which then harms the overall enjoyment of it
mm.
because everything either feels rushed or we're lacking in, character
Yes, I
depth or
mean the
explanation.
animation's great, the music is great. The score is so good. It reminds me a lot of the score from Firefly,
Mm.
which is like this Western sci-fi vibe, which
Mm-hmm.
fits in really nicely for the theme. It's very much a space Western feeling going on here. So I like the music, like everything about it. I liked. It just needed so much more of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm.
Okay. Um, I don't know what your poo of the week is.
I watched 10 minutes of HAVOC and switched off. I thought the filmmaking was horrendous. I don't know what
Oh.
Gareth Evans was thinking with the low
Mm.
angles of the car chase scene. That's the one with
Oh, the opening sequence. It was very hard to discern what was going on in a lot of
and
that.
the problem with that is like one, it looks like it's really low, hard to discern what's going on, but it also looked CGI in places. So it's like
Yeah.
doesn't even look real. So you're being all this frenetic and fast, so low to the ground that like I'm a mouse looking at the car up, and then just cutting in between. I was like, whoever wrote off on this needs to be slapped because it doesn't bring me into. I'm not in the car with them. There's no kind of changing of the gears. It's all like outside and over it and then really low. That was me. I was like, if this is the movie, I'm out. So also Tom Hardy with an American accent. I was like, who? What? No, stop it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the unfortunate thing too in that opening chase is that you don't know who anybody is, and so we don't care at all.
Yeah. So we don't care. So
We don't
what's the?
even know what's going on,
No, we
which is,
don't.
I mean, it's excitement, but it's, yeah,
Is it though?
the,
Like, you're just
I mean,
confused.
it's agitation, maybe.
Yeah.
It's
So I
movement.
was like, no, I'm
Yeah.
so not watching this.
Yeah. No, you saved yourself some time. Um, I watched a movie. I don't know if you ended up watching this or not. Clown in a Cornfield.
This is not your poo of the week.
Oh, absolutely, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Okay, so we will be on opposite ends on this
okay.
one. Okay, cool.
I There are moments in this movie that I really enjoyed.
Mm.
There are a couple of surprises that I thought worked well. The last half of the movie is kind of bonkers, and it can be fun.
Mm.
Tonally, this movie has no idea what it's trying to be. It like when there's comedy moments, I don't know if I'm supposed to be laughing because the comedy isn't even awkward comedy. It's just weirdly placed, but not there long enough. Um, the the characters interesting decision to give me a group of characters that I'm supposed to follow for most of the movie, the whole movie, and yet right from the get-go I'm made to not like them. So
Yes.
that's an interesting choice there. Um, there's no real development. I don't even know the main girl's name, the character's name. The
Quinn.
only character name I know is Cole because people yell that so much. Cole, Cole, where's Cole? Cole. There is a moment where the comedy. There's a couple of moments where the comedy worked.
Mm.
There's one where the dad is he's a doctor, so he's helping save somebody, and he tells another person, "Don't move that," and then they do, and he's like, "I said not yet." That whole interaction, quite funny. There's another one where this group of girls has a collective realization that other people who are the ones saying it don't even have the realization yet. And they go, oh, together. That was fun as well. Some of the kills are good. Uh, Other ones, I became more and more disappointed. And after we watched it, because here's the thing, I bought tickets and I had 4 tickets to see it on Thursday night.
Mm.
And then they finally sent me the screener, so we watched it like on Monday night or Tuesday night, something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that I refunded my tickets because I would have been very upset seeing this in the theater. Um,
Okay.
After it ended, like we sat around and talked, and the more we talked about the movie,
Mm.
the more disappointed and upset I got. It was like from the tonal changes to the characters that I don't know anything about, and so I'm made to not like them at the
Mm.
beginning, and then they don't give me an opportunity to really get to like them after that.
Mm.
The the villain monologue and exposition dump at the end is just so unnecessary. But then things are said in this that don't line up with what the movie has done, and so it's like you
That's so interesting. I didn't get half as irritated as you did. I think the first half of the movie is boring as heck, and it's generic as heck. And
Mhm.
I wanted, I was rooting for
The
what's the
clown
clown's name?
friendo. Can
Don't
we just
Friendo. Don't F with Friendo. Yeah.
yeah
Um,
Frendo also let's just
yeah. I was rooting for them to die. And so when the second half of the film began, I was like, woo, finally. And some of them do die in wonderful ways. I will say there is a subversion of expectation that I was expecting one thing, but I got a different thing. And I really like that.
was
Like I mentioned in the trailer, they don't show it. Um,
yes, I appreciate that
and
also.
I was like, dang, okay, so that was great. I think they should have lent much more into that once they had shown that if if there was more, like when we get the kills, I think we needed more of it. There just wasn't enough of it. I think they spent too long building the story that we didn't really need, because we already didn't like the characters within the first 20 minutes. So after that, it's just like padding. It's like doubling down, like, just get to the good stuff already.
Sure.
I don't like clowns and I don't like cornfields. So putting the two together, I thought was kind of a stroke of genius. That works, and the costume is fairly good, but it's playing in a genre where we have art, and art is next level creepy, but also funny, and visceral and gory. So it's very hard to differentiate when you have such a great standing in, like, it's not particularly a great film, the art movies, but they know what they are. This one's issue is that it didn't know what it was. And so that it is like two, three movies. One is the movie of trying to have a message. The other one is of characters that we just don't like, that is like about this town and people, coming of age sort of thing, but in like the most boring way. And then it's Clown. And yeah, so I enjoyed it. I think maybe I was just relieved that there was something to enjoy in the second half. So like I thought, I'm reviewing this. I requested it. They gave it to me. I love the trailer. Okay, so let's just see if it plays out, and it's the sort of thing. Do I keep watching it? And then I did, and I was just happy that, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that. That is something different. I don't like the monologues at the end. I didn't even clock, but to be honest, I've already forgotten it. It's a very forgettable movie. Like I've already forgotten most of it.
That's what was a bummer too. So this has, like, it starts off like Scream, using a premise of Scream, which is not a bad thing. But what Scream does is Scream then takes the following 20-25 minutes or whatever to establish the characters.
Yeah.
Even if we don't like them, they establish them and we know who they are. We understand their role within the story. Here, we have a girl who just shows up in town. She's thrust into her first day at this school, and things happen between classmates and stuff. And you're like, why? None of this makes sense. You know what I mean?
It's not believable either. Like it's just
no,
no.
no, it's not at all. And so then this unlikely French, I don't know, there was weird antagonism. It felt so not only like Scream, but Hot Fuzz. There was definitely a Hot Fuzz
Oh yeah, there was a hot
theme going on in
theme
this.
going on there. Yeah.
I loved the rural setting. I thought that lent itself to some good, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Isolated, lonely town, small town, with cornfields. I mean, plenty of places to hide. You know what I mean? It sets up creepy. And the lore, what is teased in the villain monologue, would have been awesome
Yeah.
to receive in the movie.
Yeah. We
But
should have, once they revealed something, they should have foregone the villain monologue and rather shown us some of the other
yes, from the
stuff.
past.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's where I was like, dude, you teased us on all the good stuff and didn't give us any of it, but you teased it at the end. And I really think that they believe that they're going to have a sequel, because it sets itself up so that they could have a sequel. And I know that there is more than one book of A Clown in the Cornfield.
Oh, there is. Yeah.
So, but I want to know
I think it's a trilogy.
how much more depth is contained within the books that the movie just didn't get.
I
Because
mean, we almost have to read the book now to find out how
I
different
know,
it is.
but I don't want to. You know what I mean?
can't
Because the
make
movie
me.
turned me off so much, as much as I was wanting to see it too. I mean, I was super excited to see this.
Yeah, I know.
And I just, for as fun as a couple of the scenes were, and some of the kills that I did enjoy, I wish there were more of them. I wish, especially with what happens that is unexpected.
Yes.
And you're like, oh, well, that's a good surprise. I didn't see that coming. Now what are you going to do with it? Oh, not much. Okay.
Yeah. Once the surprise was, I knew exactly who.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Absolutely.
oh, it's
Absolutely.
definitely them.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing also, I want to say that it's like a blatant copy but I don't know that for sure because I don't know if it's even in the book. And so if the book came before this other movie, so Thanksgiving
Mm.
has a scene in it that this movie also has a scene of,
Oh yeah,
like very similar.
yeah.
Thanksgiving's was done so much better. This one makes no sense
Mm.
at all because I don't even know this one dude on a unicycle. I don't know where is he connected or is it just happenstance? What's going on? And there's no explanation for it. So it comes on and it's
Wow.
forgotten and there you go. And I'm just like, that's just one more thing that I am.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that you had more fun with it than I did.
Yeah, I think I didn't take it seriously at all. I didn't think it warranted taking it seriously.
I, I thought it was going to be smarter than that.
Right. Oh no,
And
it's a clown in the cornfield.
yeah, but I mean, come on, even with the Terrifier movies, especially the latter two,
Mm.
they have smarts to them. You
True.
know, there's a real trajectory of what's going on, especially once they introduce Sienna and we have our
True.
final girl. So
Yeah.
this I okay. Yeah. So
To
anyway.
quote Jeremy Jans, "Yep, already forgotten."
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So, should we go to comments and then we can do the movie that we watched together?
Sure.
Okay, let me write down the time code. Comments. Here we go. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yes. Katie Sackhoff. Yeah, she was fine for what she was in Fight or Flight, but it's I mean, it's not her fault. It's the story's fault. But
Oh yeah, like they didn't give her a good character to play at all. She's just yeah,
throw
and you
away.
can tell because in Battle Styles she's fantastic.
Longmire, she's fantastic.
Yeah,
Mandalorian,
yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Does Nate still work clean? Remember when he was pretty blue?
What does that mean?
He was raunchy
Oh, okay.
or lack of oxygen, one of the two. Yeah, Fight or Flight, entertaining, great close quarters fight scenes. Yes, agreed. About making Novocaine was good. The fact that he followed all the consequences as he was hospitalized. It, yeah, I mean, Novocaine was, yeah. I thought I was bummed because Novocaine showed everything in the trailer.
Yeah, I knew I'd seen everything already. Nothing was new to me.
Yeah, that was. Eternaut, yes, definitely. Eternaut was great.
Yes.
And that we're getting another season is even
Yeah,
better.
absolutely official that that's going ahead. So
Love
it's
that.
great.
Favorite actress performer of last year, Mikey Madison. Oh, okay. She signed on for her first post-Oscar role in Reptilia, Florida exotic animal trade thriller, also starring Kirsten Dunst.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay, we'll have to see that. And the Tales of the Underworld, they're very short in episode length too.
Yeah,
Oh, one was like 15 minutes. What?
yeah.
See, that's
It's not
if you're
enough.
only that's a waste of time.
Hmm.
Which is why I don't watch them. Clown in a cornfield give you Eli vibes, but not in a good way. Well, that's mainly Eli Roth for me. He's more miss than hit.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Eli Roth's Cabin in the. Is it Cabin Fever? Cabin Fever, and Hostel. I'm not huge fans of them.
I liked Hostel when it came out. I haven't seen it since. And Thanksgiving was
Thanksgiving was
exactly
fun.
what we wanted
Yeah.
it to be. Yeah.
Borderlands.
Didn't see it. I made the right choice.
It still hurts my soul that that exists.
Like cornfields, Crochet Wellness used to play Marco Polo in your field instead of in the water. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, George Carlin and Chris Hardwick for Dennis. Oh, Hardwick. I don't know who Chris
Yeah.
Hardwick is. I don't think I've seen.
Do you
I mean,
say
I may have seen
Marco
him, but
Rattlesnake?
Polo. Yeah. fall in a ditch, you know.
Serial killer.
Just kidding. Hey, oh, thank you. We appreciate you blessing us with your presence. Yes. Well, we're glad anybody shows up. I mean, that's the truth there. But thank you. How do you feel about critics who continue to watch TV series they do not like? Some people seem to watch a series just to spread dislike and hate. Do you think it's fair to watch a thing you dislike? I, I think. I mean, if you're going back to seasons 2 and 3 of something that if you didn't like season 1, okay, fair enough, and then you didn't, you watched season 2 and you didn't like season 2, that then really, why would you watch season 3? You know what I mean?
I mean, it's a good question because I get lots of people for the Wheel of Time season 3, and they're like, this is the worst thing ever. Can't believe what I just watched. I'm like, why are you still watching? This is season 3. You've hated it. And they literally, some of my comments were literally, I just love hate watching. And so it goes to the comment just to spread hate.
There are very few things that I will hate watch, and when I do that, it's typically with a group of people, like family, so that we can all hate watch it together as a collective type of thing. But time is so precious.
Yeah.
That
Why
is
do
a
that to
very
yourself?
Yeah, that is not something that I actively choose. I mean, some of it, to answer the question too, is like a lot of critics, especially depending on their genre or their niche or just how they work or whatever, they review everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so and it doesn't matter if they like it or not,
It's
they will
their
just continue.
job.
Yeah, they'll continue to review things, which is fine. I mean, for us, it's more selective. I'm not going to waste my time on season 3 of something if I didn't like the first 2 seasons. I will give season 2 sometimes a chance, depending on how I felt about season 1. If I absolutely hated season 1, not going to season 2.
I mean, it's amazing you got so far into Reacher.
It really is.
Yeah.
It is. See, and that's where I mean, like I hated season 1, and season 2 I absolutely loved. So it ended up, I don't understand the hate watching as reviewers. I mean, there are some that they just deal in outrage economy. So
I mean, that's people, but critics is different. I think if they're, let's say if they're actually paid to review, so they're like for a magazine or like online that has like a big following, then reviewing stuff is their job, and so regardless, but they might come across stuff. They have to be as non-biased as possible, but still dislike it at the end of the day. That's fine, because that's their job. So
yeah. Hopefully that answered. Thanks. Doing okay.
how you do?
Yeah. That's a whole different question there. Oh, you finished Eat or Not? See, the first half is necessary.
I love the
It's
first
all,
half.
yeah. It's all the world building and the character building, something that so many shows and movies and content just doesn't do anymore. See Clown in a Cornfield as example.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
did you see that a new Avengers movie is out?
Yeah. I can't believe
Cool.
they're doing that now, that they're
What
showing
the
that.
hell, man?
That is,
That's a huge spoiler.
that's,
That's just their marketing now.
yeah, yeah. What in the world? That is,
I actually changed my review to the new Avengers, Thunderbolts.
oh, did you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just like, I'm so done.
yeah. If you're gonna that, I can't believe they did that, because that
Yeah,
was the whole point for the asterisks.
yeah.
And so
They don't care about the fans at all.
no.
At all.
It's been out what, a week?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They literally had their like. Did you see all the marketing? Like they have the actors pulling ripping away the poster, going, like do that a month down the line or later when you're like, this is the new phase. But they're just like, here it is. It's everywhere now. In new trailers, it's like, I'm like, dude, what the hell?
Yeah. Why do that for the digital release? I bet even still, then I would say don't, because you have all the audience that didn't get to see it in the theater, chose not to see it in the theater, but now they want.
I don't know who's
Studios
up
need to
there.
stop spoiling their shit.
Yep.
Do we think Tom Cruise is one of the last great superstars of Hollywood in the modern era?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I've not seen Terrifier 1 and 2. Is it? Wait, have you seen Terrifier 3?
What?
Um, Terrifier 1 is, it's fine.
It's
It
fine.
has a gruesome kill in it, not like the others don't, but but 2, despite it being overly long, is where we meet Sienna, who becomes this spectacular final girl.
Yeah, you really need to watch 2 for the lore because of what 3 does. And 3 is like the best of all the worlds. Like, and actually has a fun story.
Yeah. Yes.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, you're right. Tom Cruise. Yep. Huge global reach.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody that rivals him currently.
Consistently also.
Yeah.
We have other people that may have done some big things or great things or brought in some money, but not as a.
Like I would say Rebecca Ferguson, she's like she's doing big things. She's in a lot of franchises. June, Silo, Mission,
But she's not the star of
no,
that.
No, she's not.
Silo, definitely.
Yeah.
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 We the people. Hey, how are you feeling? Are you doing good?
How are the gallstones? Have you got them in a little jar? Sorry, in a big jar?
I'm sorry for my story last week, everybody.
Would you like Chris to repeat the story from last week?
My wife said, "Stop telling people that story," and I'm like, "No, they asked."
Just traumatizing everybody.
Ella is watching the series The Great on Hulu. That sounds familiar. Oh, with Elle Fanning. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen this. Are you liking it? Is it good? It's got Nicholas Hoult in it also.
The Great. Why do I know that?
Elle Fanning and
Oh, it's Period Piece.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
And
still
then-
going?
I don't know. No, well, maybe not. But I mean, Ella's just watching it now.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
Well,
which is
I mean, Elephant is great. Holt is great. So
yeah.
it's probably the Great.
Yeah. And then Black Death from 2010.
Oh, yes.
You know this movie? Yeah. Sean Bean,
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne.
It's a good one.
Oh, it's on Max. Okay.
I love
Gonna
the fact
check
that you
that
still say
out.
Scene Bean.
Come on. It's either Sean Bean or Sean Bond. You don't get to have Sean Bean. That makes no sense. That is, you don't get that. Oh, yeah. Again, yes. How many the people needs us to do 3 more hours? Oh, Flowmax works wonders. Does that mean that you passed it? I hope so. I mean, I hope that's what that means. Gosh, I hope you're doing a lot better and
So you
not.
didn't have to have a camera up the boo boo boo. I'm really happy for you.
I am
Because
too.
Chris
Nobody should
remembers
have to
that
have
like
that.
that was yesterday.
I do. Nobody should have to do that. Yeah. Um, a movie like Strange Darling. What was that about? That. Oh, that was. I loved that
That was
movie.
great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to see. I need to watch it again to see how the rewatchability of it is now that I know.
Mm, yeah,
But
that would be interesting.
that first time in the theater though was wonderful. Yeah. Uh okay, Last of Us season 2 being heavily criticized for various reasons. Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
there
The Last of Us has always been criticized. Like the first season, episode 3 or 4 with the gay
oh,
couple, fans just went mental. And I don't think you can call them fans at this point. They're not.
no. No.
Because if you are, you would appreciate what they did. That was Oscar-worthy winning episode right there. It was beautiful. So those bigots can
Brilliant
just
episode.
jog on. Yeah, not fans. They're just a toxic minority that shout the loudest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, congrats, congrats. Yeah, we hope that you're feeling just way, way better.
And that you're not little woozy here.
Getting woozy, man.
I
It's
feel
cut me too
woozy.
deep. My mom's gonna be so
So
pissed.
bad. Oh.
Oh, up to 4 seasons of The Last of Us. It'll be interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
because the second game is so big, isn't it? Yeah.
oh yeah. Enjoyed the after show podcasts. I've I haven't listened to any like especially for Last of Us, even though I know that just because I don't want anything, even though I knew what happened in episode 2. Even in the first season, I knew that was coming, but I don't know what else is coming now, and so I don't want any potential.
You want no potential spoilers.
Yeah,
Insights, even.
yeah, exactly. Glenn Powell not there yet as far as Tom Cruise superstar box office draw. Maybe he's kind of one dimensional. Like I'm trying to think of having. I just rewatched Maverick, and also anyone but you,
Oh,
and
I see what he's saying, because there's twisters as well. No, I
it
wouldn't
was
say that. That wouldn't even pop up in my zeitgeist for that thinking.
yeah. I mean, I like he's been in some big and popular movies, and he's in a lot of things, and he's funny. I like. I mean, I enjoy him, but I haven't seen any depth yet, really. I mean, it's
I'd
basically been every.
probably put what's his face from Barbie there first.
Oh, Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I wouldn't put Ryan Reynolds in that list, even though he's had a crap ton of. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
you
no,
know,
but he's also
he's one character.
that
He's Ryan Reynolds.
is Ryan Reynolds, yeah. Like
So
The
there's
Rock is The Rock.
The Rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then yeah, yeah. Tom Cruise going on 5 decades almost. So
Yeah, on many genres and nailing them. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Oh, Silo. Amy just started Silo. Nice. I need. I'm way behind in it, but Ruben has.
What do you mean thoughts? My thoughts is read the books. No,
Put on
I
the
love
series.
I love the live action series. It's great. It's very good. But I'm a huge fan of the books. So
Which says something too, though. I mean, that speaks to the quality of the series.
oh, it's like, oh, this is that bit. It's so, because in your mind it's big, and you're like, there's no ways they're going to be able to capture that, but they do. So yeah.
The Great is fun. Okay, good to know. Cool.
Is it great and fun?
It's fun seeing Tom Cruise as he does, around the world and stuff. Yeah, I mean, and he goes to other movies too and promotes them, which I thought is really cool. him standing outside of, other posters, with his tickets. I mean, even like last time, him and Christopher McQuarrie going to see, I don't know, what was it, Oppenheimer, and or when it was Barbenheimer, I think
Yeah.
maybe they,
Yeah. That's
because
very cool.
he understands that his movies succeed when the box office is succeeding.
Yeah. Also, he just loves film, right? Like
Yeah.
it's his life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he does it well. For AJ, huge fan of season 1, but season 2 of Silo was good, but just not as good as season 1. I'm glad that you're live, doing good, and you passed them. Outstanding.
I didn't sleep the night before. See, Chris?
Hey, you said to keep going. You're the one that said tell the story.
You can't blame me. It's your story. You told it.
I did tell it because you wanted me to. I don't know. I'm just here to tell the story. So,
I mean, everybody else could have muted. Just saying.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see Glenn Powell in The Running Man. See what he does.
Yeah, and it's going to be more authentic to the Stephen King book, apparently. So that could be fun. Yeah.
And directed by Edgar Wright. So
yeah, very good winning team there already.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And
same as Shrinking.
Oh my gosh.
Like, holy crap, man.
He's so good in that.
Yeah.
I think certain actors reach a point in their life where they stop acting and they just play themselves.
Just
Yeah, because you have Kevin Costner, who is at his best when he is a grumpy old white guy. I believe that's who he is in person, and that's not a knock to him. You know what I mean? Because when he portrays that in the movies, he's believable, and his characters are typically like relatable, and you tend to root for them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Same with Harrison Ford. Dude, you're old and grumpy. I mean, even when he was in that movie with Amy, not Amy Adams. Who's in the McAdams? Amy McAdams. Rachel McAdams. That's why it's not sounding right. Rachel McAdams. Morning Glory. He's grumpy in that too, and it works. So, yeah. Box office draw is something has become very elusive. It's I think it's also hard because the studios are so initial money opening weekend centric that which is so short-sighted, and then they rush to put something out on streaming or whatever, or get it to their streaming platform.
The whole system is flawed now. I mean, COVID didn't help, but it's continued very quick cinema releases. As soon as there's any drop, release it on streaming. I mean, there's some films that are on streaming now that are still at the cinema here. Like, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. People are just going to watch it at home, or and I'm not knocking this, go to a dodgy website, and they kind of force a lot of people to watch it that way because either they charge an exorbitant fees to rent it at home, or you could go to your cinema for £5 or whatever, watch it there, or you're paying for 7 different streaming services and then the majority of them now make you pay extra to not watch ads. I'm getting like 90-second ads in some of these streaming platforms now. Like, that's...
Have you seen on Hulu? So for you, Disney also, which is me, Disney also, that there's also, due to streaming licenses, even though you're on an ad-free plan, there might be some ads in this. Yeah, I'm sorry, what? No.
What is this nonsense? So you're paying to watch it, but then you're paying more to not watch the ads. But you should be paying. It's like, even when we had satellite TV, right? we paid an amount, and then we knew that if you were going to watch normal terrestrial TV, that you were going to watch ads, and that's what's paying for
Yep.
the movies or the TV series. And
Yep.
then if you got something extra, you didn't have to watch ads because you paid that subscription fee to
Yep.
that channel.
Yep.
And so you could just watch it straight. No
Yep.
issue. Here, they've somehow, it's like what Trump is doing to everybody in the world, the tariffs. Like he does an exorbitant amount of tariffs, and then he drops the tariffs to something that seems reasonable, but big countries are not like, but wait a minute, that's not what it was before. So it's making making America look good, because instead of raising 100% tariff, it's 7%. But that's still 7% more than it was, which is like trillions, on steel and wood and whatever. And in streaming, people have just gone, oh, and every 3-4 months they're raising the prices. Netflix and what's it, HBO, they do it a lot. They keep raising the prices. I get it, inflation. But then to make you pay Sky, oh my gosh, Now TV, £9 extra a month to not watch ads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's more than I'm paying for the actual streaming service of Sky.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's greedy.
yeah. I
Oh,
mean, that's what it comes down to. So I don't knock anybody that wants to go to a dodgy website and watch a movie, because honestly, they're the the way media is done at the moment needs to change.
yes. Agreed.
Anyway, that's my rant over. Thanks for that power plant.
Silo is amazing. 5 out of 5 hedgehogs for we the people. I love it.
I do like the hedgehogs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. Amy, it gets better and better. Keep watching. Good. There you go. Shame that Cruz is a hard Scientologist. Well, yeah, sure. That
I mean, of all the bad, dodgy religions out there, you could be a Christian. Yeah. Did I poke the bear?
Nope.
I think I might have.
Nope. Silo just wrapped shooting yesterday, which for the current season or the upcoming season.
That must be for season 3. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone But You with Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I like Sydney Sweeney also. I think.
Me
I
too.
think she's kind of one-dimensional. I have not seen Euphoria, so I don't know. Like the things I've seen her in, she's just kind of is. But she's got that movie coming out with Julianne Moore that looks different. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean,
Do you know who I think is also one-dimensional? Is what's her face that's in everything at the moment. She was in Scream. She's the one that did the dance in
Jenna Ortega.
Jenna Ortega. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've yet to
Yeah,
see her
'cause
do anything else other
Yeah,
than
because
that character from.
moody teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, it's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
Silo
Yes, that's season.
1. uh, tariffs and fees. Yep. Go. Katie Holmes is in Poker Face season 2, episode 2. That's fun.
Ah. Yeah.
Cool.
Talking about Tom Cruise
Yeah.
and Scientology. Did you know she wasn't allowed to make any noise while giving birth?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The special, the documentary with Leah Remini. That's a good one, but that is disturbing.
Yeah, Scientology is weird.
Yeah, I do agree with you though that it's maybe not as weird or not as toxic, maybe just as toxic as evangelical.
Yeah.
I say that as an
The
extreme.
extreme, Bible Belt evangelicals are probably some of the biggest cultists.
Mm-hmm. On that note, do you want to talk about the movie we watched together?
Let's
Okay.
talk about
I'm gonna make you
frames.
solo for a second
Okay.
because I need to get on something.
Okay, fine. So Chris said, "You know what? There's this movie, and I think it could be fun to watch." And me, trusting Chris, went, "Okay, cool. Let's watch this movie from 2023. It's called Frogman. It's an hour and 17 minutes. Three friends in search of the Loveland Frogman find out that he is more than just a local legend." So, let me just say that there are characters in here that I hated throughout the movie. I didn't really root for anybody. The main protagonist is a douchebag of douches. Its filming feels like it feels like a student film, but if a student hadn't been to film college yet, they hadn't learned how to make it. So it's one of those, Blair Witch, except Blair Witch was good, and this is like, what is this? It's cringy. I begrudgingly watched it, and then it gets into this weird culty thing that I think they think it's smarter than it is. And by the time the film finishes, I was just, what on earth was that movie about? I can never get my time back. You know how Chris was saying this movie, what Chris was saying, time is precious. I I feel like Chris owes me an hour and a half of time because I feel hurt by the fact that I watched this movie. So anyway, that is my top tip. Definitely watch this movie. Put it on your list. It's well up there. When we
All right,
get
I'm
to see
almost done.
Frogman,
I'm
okay,
almost.
nice. When we get to see Frogman, it's very quick. It's barely, they try and do like less is more, but at some point we do need to see it. I like the lore sort of it, but they never really delve into it. Whenever they start getting into it, it's just bad. Have you guys seen the film Frogman?
Found footage. Can you hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you,
Okay.
Chris.
I can't
Yeah.
find my mouse, so just a second.
Oh, good Lord.
So, yeah.
So you're Jedi Sith Lord Kermit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, this is wickedly hot in here. I am.
Good. You deserve it for making us watch that movie.
Okay, so you've all seen this. This is dumb. I got to take this off. I can't do it.
Oh my gosh. That
Oh,
looks like that was
lost my
really
headphones.
comfortable.
Okay,
That
so
that looked really comfortable.
oh my gosh, I'm all fogged up, my glasses and everything. I obviously liked this more than you did. It is not a great movie. I will agree with you there. It is found footage shot in modern day, so I don't understand why the main character decides to go with an old high 8 camera for their
Nostalgia reasons because he originally shot when he originally saw the Frogman, he was like, yeah, okay, so it's got to be in that.
well, yeah, I mean I get that, but it we see them shooting with their cell phones and stuff like that at one point, and I'm like, the quality, like I'm okay with having like glitchy stuff, and you know what I mean, gosh, you could even have it where their cell phones fell in the water or something like that. You know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of glitchy or whatever. The lore, this takes a while to get to it. Takes a long time to get to it.
I was so bored.
I enjoyed the payoff at the end.
I didn't think there was a payoff.
Did you watch the credits too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Both of them,
I think so. Yeah.
where it glows at the very end.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the
Did
the
it?
lore is is kind of fun because you have this supposed, like, literally a frogman in this town, and this kid sees it when he's, I don't know what, 10 years old, something like that, 12 years old, catches it kind of on film, and then that becomes his whole identity. He then becomes a filmmaker, sort of, and his films suck. And then he's trolled online by some dude. And at that point, I thought it was going to be somewhat similar to Deadstream, you know, because you have it just all of a sudden transitions to this online personality harping about something, and I'm like, oh, okay. It doesn't. I agree. I don't like the characters. I wasn't given enough opportunity to care. I mean, I liked probably the dude, the friend Scott, I think his name was. You know what I mean? The best friend who films a lot of it.
Yeah.
Because
but the main protagonist, the dude, is just the worst. Like, I don't like him at all.
Yeah, he's very self-absorbed and so broody that, like, so he becomes very rude to his friends. And these are people he's known for a long time.
Yeah, I didn't really buy it. I didn't think it was that's yeah.
Yeah, I was very intrigued by some of the background stuff that they do towards the end of the film. You know what I mean? And when they go out there, I would have loved to have seen less of the distorted shaky cam. I mean, I understand that some of it is going to be shaky cam. Fine. That's Pursuit. That's just how this is. You know, some of it's going to be a little wobbly. It does become very hard to see it in certain spots. And them flashing between having the light on the camera, going to night vision, and then having neither of those on and it being dark. It actually broke out a lot of the different things because it wasn't long enough in the darkness to let us sit with something becoming eerie. You know, would I go back to this? I saw it on, what did you watch it on? Tubi?
Yeah.
Oh, so you had to have the ads. Luckily it was
I didn't actually have any ads in this one. And it was on
Really?
Tubi. Yeah, it was really weird.
Oh, okay. I watched it on Screambox. And so it, yeah, I didn't have any, which I think helped also, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you don't want the breakup of this movie. Yeah.
Yeah. It's thin in a lot of spots. It knows, like, I think it sees its target, but it doesn't totally hit its target because we're introduced to some odd characters who are meaningful to the story in some way, shape, or form, but not enough is given on them. So, luckily, it's only 77 minutes. It's not very long. It does feel a little longer. Ruben's right. It does drag for the first large part. You have these weird expositions that are meant to give us background on a character and yet don't really matter. You know, like him with the main dude with his brother-in-law at the breakfast table. That whole scene could just be cut out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, but apparently, at least according to the text on the screen, Frogman will return.
Why though?
This is only a year old. I mean, it came out in March of last year, at least in the U.S.
But why though?
But why? So my guess is that you would not watch Frogman 2.
Not if you paid me, Chris.
So it is in pre-production.
Oh my God.
Written and directed by the same dude.
Good for him.
But you know what's funny is there's other movies called Frogman. Like several other movies called Frogman.
I wonder if they're better.
Some of them don't look like it. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah. Okay. So it was a movie. Not all of them are going to be hits.
No, that's true.
Because the one we watched...
I have never steered us wrong, though. Not once.
I'm going to take issue with that. I don't know off the top of my head.
See,
but
you can't think of one. Yeah. See?
Name another one where I've steered us wrong.
All of them. They've all been bad.
What's up, Doc?
That was really good, yeah.
The way back.
I was going to watch that anyway. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, whatever. Oh my gosh. Oh.
No, that was a movie.
It was a movie. And we spent time on it.
Yes, we did do that.
Yeah.
So you didn't actually answer. Would you go back to that?
I might see Frogman Returns.
But you wouldn't watch the original again.
I'm not going to watch the original again. That's
you said your time is precious.
Yeah, we specifically also, because we had two movies to watch last night, and it was getting later because we had already watched the Final Destination, and so I was talking with my wife, and I'm like, okay, you really aren't enthused to watch Frogman. Fair enough. I didn't expect her to be. But this other movie, and I was like, so we could either start with the one that might be a little better and then end with this one. And that way, if you want to tap out and just go to sleep, you can. Or we can watch Frogman first and then cleanse our palate with the other one. Now, we chose the other one first, which I think was probably the better bet because it wouldn't have been a palate cleanser. And so my wife was able to go to sleep and just check out of this movie altogether because she was like, "No, please don't pause it for me. Just go.
Just go. Just do it.
Get this over with."
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh gosh. 2IS. Oh, thank you. You're an actor in Fight or Flight? What?
Ooh.
Oh.
That's cool.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Oh, well, glad. I'm glad.
What a great movie.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a blast with it. So much fun. Yeah. I'm so glad Ruben told me about it too, so that it was on my radar to check out. Yeah, that's great. Well, good. Awesome. Well, I'm glad. I hope it was fun to film. That's really cool. I mean, I can't imagine. I would love to hear
behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly. To know what, the close quarters battles and all of that, and how, how is Josh? I don't know if I want to. Don't answer how Josh Hartnett is. I want to just maintain the at least the illusion, if not, the truth or delusion that he's really nice. So. Oh yes, the Frogman seems interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you have
Definitely
my bits.
Watch that if you have gallstones.
Oh yes, Frogman seems like poo. Yeah, well, it could be. Yeah, movie about Alligator Man in the '90s made me cry, but it was what?
Made you cry because it was good. Or
Yeah.
was sad.
That's not what I was expecting to.
You know what
hear.
movie I watched as a kid that made me cry? Was the original Elephant Man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That film is devastating. Have you ever seen it?
Black and white,
It's
right?
black and white, yeah.
I don't think I have.
Dude. Like, if you're feeling in the mood to be like suicidal,
Oh.
watch that.
Okay, I don't need no. That's
It is an incredible film, but it's very depressing.
okay. Chris Hardwick, in addition to being a stand-up comic, was also the host of the Talking Dead, Talking Soul podcast. Podcast show on. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, I think I know who that is. Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to pull it up if I can tie up. Dang it. I didn't want to get off that one. I wanted to go to a different thing.
You're looking for Alligator Man.
I couldn't find it though.
Okay.
But Chris Hardwick here. Oh, no, I don't know who he is. I yeah, nope, don't I maybe if I saw some of his stuff, maybe I might know his voice. But I see a picture of him with Coleman Domingo, so that's outstanding. That raises his his awesomeness right there. Um oh, you what? Wait a minute. Wait. Danny, oh my gosh, dude.
What a great character.
Yeah, the okay. Sorry, guys. I just have to. The between you and Huey O'Donnell as the flight attendants, being concerned about your about
About like the first class.
the passengers, yes,
Yeah.
amidst all this other stuff going on, but then being horrified by what's going on around you. The deliveries were outstanding. I mean, it was so cool. That's oh, that's the oh gosh. Oh, it was fun too. Lots of fun. Stressful. Josh was lovely, intelligent, very open, full of interesting stories. Oh, I bet. That's cool. You get shout out by name and you. Oh, hey, no, seriously, you were one of the memorable characters. That's what was
Yeah,
fun.
it was very cool. Yeah.
That's outstanding, dude. Oh man, well I'm glad you joined on. That's fun. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we the people find us the name of the Alligator Man movie because yeah.
And Chris
Wait
will
a minute.
watch it.
Hey Bunny Dojo, glad you're here. Legend of Gatorface. Okay,
Okay.
just because of that title alone,
That title. Oh my god.
I need to find that. Are you typing that too?
Oh yeah. The Legend of Gatorface. A thing that I didn't think I was going to type in my search bar today.
1996. Group of
Yeah.
boys concoct a yarn about having been threatened by a legendary swamp beast and then meet the real thing. Learning it is a gentle, compassionate creature. The locals believe their original story and try hunt. Oh my gosh, that actually sounds like it might be the one. And it's on Tubi. Dude, oh, wait, who does it have in there? I'm trying to see if I know anybody. Oh, it's got Paul Winfield in it. I like him. I don't think this is going to be good.
No.
It's like mid 90s kind of.
It's a 90s kids film, right?
Yeah.
One of those straight to DVD. But some of those were good. Like, I remember people love them now, some of those old and mid 90s movies.
Did you ever see? This is not mid 90s. This is like, I think mid 80s. But,
Sandalot.
No, that's great movie. But no, I was going to say Monster Squad.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Wolfman's Got Nards.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it holds up anymore.
I haven't seen it, like, since. We should maybe do a rewatch. Okay. It's on Prime, by the way.
Monster Squad is? Or Legend of Gatorface?
Oh, no. Legend of Gatorface I can't find anywhere here in the UK.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Monster. Yeah, 1987. I saw this in the theater. It was so good. Let's see. Where is it at? Yeah, it's on Prime, Pluto, in the US. Okay. Yeah,
We the people, Tubi. Tubi. Was wondering where.
Oh, yeah.
What is Tubi? Yeah.
Tubi, Tubi. So I think it's tubi.tv or tubitv.com or something like. If you just search TUBI, it will come up for you. And they have, which is actually a really great free channel to watch all kinds of stuff. I mean, they have a huge horror section.
Big selection, yeah.
I don't think all of it is, well, like any streaming platform.
No, there's some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
They've got The Visitor. Sorry, not The Visitor. Devil on there at the moment.
Devil?
Yeah,
Which
the
one is it?
Shyamalan one.
Oh, the elevator one?
Yeah.
Oh, That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, it's half
that's
decent.
fun. Yeah. Mobland.
That
I
is not on TV.
No, but you're digging that show, right? Like you
I
need it.
just
Like
watched the latest episode and that it was fantastic. I was so upset when it ended. I was like, no, why are you over? It's so good. Yeah.
oh my
I
gosh.
really want Helen Mirren's character to die. She must die. She must die now.
Interesting. See,
Yeah.
that's which is great because that means that she is I mean, written power. Like, you want Umbridge to die.
Yes. Fantastic actress. Yeah. Just to let you know that those are actors. They're not the real people or their characters. Okay.
What my youngest was telling me as we were watching Last of Us that apparently Ashley Johnson, who voiced Abby in the games, was getting death threats.
Yeah. It's true.
That do people not realize? Do they
I
just
don't
not?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Some parents need to monitor what the crap their kids are up to because at least I hope it's young kids because if it's adults, then you need medicine and a short stop to a sudden drop. No, no.
Wow. Wow. That you would think that was me. Oh.
Yeah, maybe no. It's who you hang out with, Chris.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Let's see here. Hey Tara. Glad you're here. Uh Getting a review of Murderbot. Can we get a sneak preview of your thoughts? Have you watched yet, Ruben?
I think I've watched half.
Oh.
Let me just check when the embargo's up. I'm not sure. I'm gonna double check. Have you started watching yet, Chris?
I haven't started watching it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9 things to watch for this week.
Dude.
And some of them are seasons.
Okay.
I'm about to die.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Okay, so Murderbot. Murderbot, there it is. Sorry, it took me long to log in. The embargo, strict embargo until Monday, May 12th. Yeah, so I can't say anything yet.
Okay, there you go. Has anyone made homemade donuts? My wife made homemade donuts. Yes. We made little ones though because I like the bite-sized ones easier. Yeah.
Topic shift.
I like donuts though, so I mean, I was like, come on.
Wait, what did I do? What did Ruben?
About Tubi, I think.
Oh,
And checking it out, yeah. And then check out Gatorface. Sounds like you. I love the name.
it just reminds me of Guardians of the Galaxy, Taserface.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Taserface! Oh my gosh.
Oh. Yes, Crochet Wire and Listen is asking a very important question on the donuts. Raised or cake?
I don't know what that means.
So you know what the bars are? You know a bar donut?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that's more of a raised type, or the big glazed ones, or like glazed with chocolate on top of it, and they're light and fluffy.
Yeah.
Those are raised. The ones that are thicker are cake donuts.
All.
Yeah. I love crullers. Like crullers are my downfall.
I don't know what that is, but
It's lighter than a raised, and they're typically twisted, like they look, but it's round, but they're like
Okay.
scalloped, kind of, I
Yeah.
guess, around the thing. Yeah, I don't know. They're,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds like diabetes.
Yeah.
There's this new diabetes ad. It's really powerful. It makes me sad, but it's got every time somebody says something to this guy that's overweight, and he's about to eat a donut, and a woman walks past him in the office and goes, "Oh, I didn't know diabetics could even have those." And he gets a little post-it note on him that appears with the message on it, and then you see him at the doctor's, and he goes, "Oh, you're not doing too well in your diet, are you?" And then he gets another post-it note. And then it's eventually he's just a post-it man, like completely covered. He's standing on the tube station. He walks into his appointment for diabetes control, and then he turns away in shame and walks away, and then comes up with 40% of men, or 40% of people with diabetes don't attend appointments out of shame, and that the whole idea is to not make it a shameful thing. Yeah.
That's dark. And there are skinny people who have diabetes too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and like type 2 diabetes, like from lifestyle, not from born.
Or like hyperglycemic, right? Yeah, so yeah.
That's misleading to say that just big people have,
Yeah.
have that where.
But there is a stigma, isn't there? So
Yeah, well, yeah.
and I don't think people that haven't been overweight don't know how hard it is to lose the weight. And when you eat your feelings, it's tough to get away from that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that took a dark turn. You're welcome. Welcome back to Ruben's therapy session. Today we'll be talking about donuts and feelings.
Oh, I love donuts, not so much feelings.
Yeah, I eat my feelings.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Well, if donuts were feelings, then yes, absolutely.
Nom nom.
Yeah. Oh, Seven Seas Drama wants to know if Tara has read the
Cider books?
the Murderbot books.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not a spoiler, and I'm not breaking embargo, but I think Skarsgård was made for this role.
Oh, good. Okay. That's awesome. Same. Oh, yeah.
I love the way he said the bunnies dojo. Now I literally just see bunnies doing kata in a, Cobra Kai.
Dude, yeah. I watch so many bunny videos on TikTok. It's great. Raised. Oh, light and fluffy.
The best, especially if it's like warm and moist. Yeah.
Hey, a moist raised donut is the way to go.
Just add some chutney on it and you're,
Oh,
good to go.
I bet in England you could get a chutney raised donut that's
No, I don't think. No, that'd be gross. Gross.
Didn't even know they were. Well, see, there you go. Tara's gonna be heading to the bookstore. My wife made cake donuts. They were really good. Yeah, they were. And then she did a lot of like apple. She did some apple fritters also, and
That's
is like
where you take the dough and you just like drop it in like oil, right? And just
with apple in it. And it's so terrible for you and so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Murderbot, 5 novellas, 2 novels.
Oh, okay.
Raised are made with dry yeast. Cake are made with baking powder. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Which do you prefer?
Me?
I was asking
Or
the power plant.
Oh, power plant. Yes. Okay. Not sure if that would be how they're adapting them. Because the best thing about the books are Murderbot's inner thoughts.
Yeah, we hear inner dialogue the whole time.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice. Apple fritters. Oh, crullers. I love crullers. I need to go. See, if I went right now, if I just left right now, just midstream, and went to go get donuts, the crawlers would be gone
Oh, sad.
because they're the ones that go like typically first.
Do people queue? Like, must get the grillers.
At early, yeah. So if you're at some of the donut shops like after 8 a.m., forget about it.
Right.
You know, because it's we're getting towards the time of swim teams, so swim teams hit that up. We used to do that when I was a kid, even, and high school and everything else. So you get donuts before a swim meet, and then you eat a donut before your race because it helps with buoyancy. That's the rules. Oh, and cider donuts also. My wife made cider donuts, and those are. Trader Joe's had some great cider donuts sometimes. Ruben, have you had a? Oh, see, a raised donut with a strip of bacon on it.
What?
Oh yeah, if you have a maple bacon donut, I kid you not, life changing. I had one at Voodoo Donuts in Portland. That was my first time ever having one, and they weren't even being like you couldn't get them at your regular donut stores, and so it was a maple bar with a thick cut slice of bacon slapped on the top, and that is a beautiful thing, my friend.
I'd love to try that. It sounds ridiculously bad for me, and I'll probably be in heaven while eating it, and then go into a coma nap afterwards.
It is dangerous and delicious. Yeah, cider donut's different, not a fritter, but delicious. Maple glazed donut with bacon. Yep, see? Exactly.
The maple kind.
Yes. Hey, 2000. Who cares? It's delicious.
When I went to Nepal, I was in Kathmandu for a couple of days, and I immediately got Delhi belly on the first day.
What is that?
So it's the thing when you eat something that's so their fruit and vegetables are washed in like river water.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you catch a bug. It's not like it can be very bad, but normally it's just like you have for the majority of your trip you have a bad tummy. So I immediately got day belly because when I come like new cultures, I just try all the food. And I'm like, I go to the food stalls on the side of the road, like, what is that? Give me some of that. Like, most people are like, I'm not trying that. I'm like, I'm here. I'm going to get in. So anyway, with the guy, he was taking me around and he was like, oh yeah, you got to try this, got to try that. Had Delhi belly, but went to the restaurant and they had this Mars bar deep fried in like some weird batter. And I had that, and it was one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten. Their toilet was destroyed. Destroyed. I was like, as much as I loved that, that was way worse going out. Yeah.
Our state fair is all about the fried food. Like everything. What would you like deep fried? You could probably find it. And yeah, my dad he went with my mom one time to Mexico. They were doing something, and he got a hold of some of the water and was like just sick from both ends for like 2 days. Once it was done, though, because he then had that bacteria in his gut and his system, he was eating anything and everything, and it wasn't affecting him at all after that. He would go out, restaurants. It didn't matter even if he had drank the water. He was immune to it after that.
He got like antibodies for it.
Yeah. People who don't speak English natively are great for robotic roles.
Okay, that's a comment.
I don't know. I mean, I think in America we're kind of conditioned to hear a robot's voice in a British voice or something. You know what I mean?
Jarvis.
But, yeah, but it's not. Yeah, that's. What was that bunny ninja's name on TMNT?
What was that bunny's ninja name? I don't know. Ninja Turtle. Bunny. No, not Beanie, a bunny. Yes. Yeah, the girl.
April?
Is it Usagi? I think it's Miyamoto Usagi. I think that's her. Yeah.
He.
What?
He.
Really? Oh yeah, he. Yeah. Well,
I mean, the internet said that. I don't know. I don't know if
who
you can
knows?
trust the
Yeah.
internet. Yeah.
I read an amazing Ninja Turtles graphic novel. I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, the Stranger Things Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Good.
Very good. Very good.
Nice. Going back to donuts, raised. They're often higher hydration, which means have a chewier, lighter texture. Absolutely, yes. I can eat more raised donuts than I can cake, because the cake donuts, because they're heavier and thicker, they just sit.
Oh yeah. Raised donuts are definitely the way to go.
Yeah, so I'll eat a bar, just a round raised, maybe another bar, 2 crullers, and then I'll have a old fashioned. And the old fashioned you must eat by breaking off each of the wings all the way around, and then you can either bite and eat the center like a what is that, calamari, or you can break it and pop the whole thing in your mouth. And that's how you eat a donut by Chris.
All right.
Oh gosh, nothing like warm apple pie.
Oh my gosh. Anybody that's tuning in now, be like, I thought this is called The Best Thing We Watched.
Yeah, not
Not the Food
American
Network.
Pie, and yeah, but oh gosh, yeah. And McDonald's, Taco Bell came back at least briefly, I think, with their taco, their empanada, their apple. That's like crack. It's so bad for you too. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Blood sugar going up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, don't eat them anymore. That's Hey, Zed's here.
Well done, Zed.
Awesome that you get that. Oh,
Do you
Buddy
want to
Ninja.
talk about what we're looking forward to?
Yeah. Let me mark this one and we'll come back. Yes.
Okay.
What's actually I should write down a time code too. Okay, go for it.
There is a Netflix series. It is US TV series, but it looks unhinged. It's also based on I believe, a popular manga and anime. So the series is called Bet,
Yes.
but the anime isn't called Bet. I'm trying to remember what the anime it's based off of. But if you see the trailer, you'll see how weird it looks. And then
Wait,
I think the anime is called Kakaguri.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, wait. So the live action Bet that is on
Yes.
Netflix is based off of an anime.
It's based off
that-
of an anime
Okay.
and a manga called Kakaguri.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
And
tracking now.
It looks great. I hope it's as crazy as the anime. So
Nice. I do have the screeners for it, so I'm hoping.
Nice.
Yeah, good.
okay.
Okay.
You mentioned earlier Bad Thoughts
Yes.
comes out Tuesday.
Yes. I'm not going to be watching it.
Oh.
I watched the trailer and I was just like, no, not a
that
big
doesn't
fan of
seem
Tom
like-
Segura, so
Okay, cool.
yeah.
On Friday, there's a Netflix series called Dear Hong Rang, and that is a South Korean romantic drama period piece. So I don't know. Could be good.
Okay.
Could be dull as heck, but who knows?
Love, Death, and Robots, Volume 4 comes out on Thursday.
Oh yeah, I've had crickets.
Me too.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah. like we had talked about, Final Destination Bloodlines comes out this week also.
Yeah.
There's a Max series starring Josh, seriously, from Lost. Why did his name?
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
only.
Dusters.
Yeah,
The Duster? Dusters.
Duster.
Duster.
Yeah. So that, yeah,
Yeah.
that I watched the trailer for that, and I'm like, well, that actually looks pretty good. Holloway, Josh Holloway. There we go.
Josh Holloway, yeah.
If you just wait long enough.
There's a short documentary coming to Netflix called The Quilters, which I have seen.
Is it
And
good?
it's really good, really interesting. It's a short, it's like 33 minutes, but it's
Oh
about
wow.
like maximum security prison, about guys that are rehabilitating themselves, quilting and sending them out to these foster care kids. And the only issue I had with it is that it needed to be longer, more in depth. But what we got, it's really good. Yeah.
That's an uplifting story too,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Very
that's
much so.
because it's them trying to prevent these other kids from going down the same path as them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
It's great.
That's good. Yeah. There is, what is it called? Overcompensating, season 1 on Prime.
Oh, okay.
It's a college type of comedy series, I think. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've watched like 1 minute of it, so there you go.
Right.
Snakes and Ladders, also, which is a Spanish language. I don't know yet. Comes out on Netflix. That's all. Oh, well, and then we talked about Murderbot.
Yeah. I mean, Mission Impossible in the UK has got a really weird starting release date. So it comes out on Monday the 19th.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, the embargo for the review is Wednesday the 14th.
Okay.
So, and I see it tomorrow night.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome.
So,
Can you record it on your phone?
yes, I'll do that.
Thanks.
Absolutely, because I like to be blacklisted from ever going to a
I
press
think
screening
if you
again.
did that, Tom Cruise would personally come to your house and go, "Here's a ticket of the Black Note. Cease to exist."
Yep. Yep. Which I would record that also just because.
Yes,
you know
that'd
what I
be
mean?
worth it. I mean,
Oh
in
my
for a
goodness.
penny.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're going to, I mean, come on. Oh, goodness. Okay. Anything else on your list that you're looking forward to?
I feel like there is, but
There, there are a couple of documentaries also on Netflix. Or yeah, there's Untold, the Liver King.
oh yeah, there's a
Dude, it's
lot of
just like
those untold ones coming out.
yeah, they're coming out. And then there's also Fred and Rose West, a British horror story.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah, and Secrets We Keep, which comes out on Friday on Netflix. I've asked for that, and I'm hoping I get it, but like I need one more thing to watch this week. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. I've
Let's
shared
see.
this other stuff. Let's ask AJ and Crochet while listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, see, in Amy's neck of the woods, you can get a stick of butter deep fried. That should be a scene in Final
Good
Destination.
Lord. You watch somebody as they start to eat that, and you just see the heart going, and the arteries going.
How in the world do you even do that too? I mean, the butter must be frozen, right, to be
Yeah, I
able to
guess.
withstand even just the brief
Yeah.
amount of time in there. But
So you put the batter over the butter, and then you immediately drop it in the thing, like a quick dip, and then
yeah,
take it out.
and I like butter. I mean, I like a lot of butter, but
Yeah, but I don't know. That doesn't sound nice.
I have never in my life just looked at a stick of butter and gone,
You
yeah,
know what? I'm just gonna munch on that.
yeah. Cheese, block of cheese have done that, but not butter.
You gone? You know what? I like curdled milk. Let me eat some cheese.
Yeah, I need to. I feel a little too regular Here we go. Yeah. Arnold is one of the more famous robots in Hollywood. Well, this is true, yes. But he's also from the future, so, you know, you have to balance that out.
You have to go with him if you want to live.
Yes, exactly. But he will be back.
Yes, yes, he will.
Do we hear about the guy who was bitten by a lot of snakes and now has built up antibodies to some of the world's deadliest snakes? No, no, and that sounds.
It's either Australian or South African. He has like this, yeah, and he does it on purpose. He has like a cage of ferret snakes, and he bites it, and he like goes into shock, and then has like this, yeah, and he literally builds up. The doctors should take blood from him and just like freeze it, and use his blood as an antidote for all snake.
I mean, what are you like? Where are you living where this is a necessity?
It'll have to be Australia, right?
Even still. I mean, come on. I mean, there's not, while there are things in that continent that are actively working to eliminate the human species, I don't think that, that's a weird hobby. That's all I'm saying. It's just, I don't know. Oh, Taco Bell. That's not food. We all know that, right? We know that Taco Bell is not food, but it is still delicious. Yes, and it does have the it does have the
has a bell.
empanada. Yes, and it has the
It's
empanada.
calling death. This way.
Did we get you Taco Bell?
I don't know.
Did we got you Taco Bell or not?
I think we did. I feel
We
like
might
we
have.
did once. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember you saying, no, you got to try one of these.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, a Minecraft movie already. Wow, is coming out on digital this week. That's
Wow.
wasn't it doing like really good
I think it was, yeah.
in the theaters?
It still
yeah.
has loads of showtimes, yeah.
Yeah, here too. So I don't know. That's okay. Brutalist is coming to Max May 16th. One of your favorite films. I still have not seen it, so I don't. Yeah. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Oh yeah, that's the Weekend movie. Looks different.
What do you mean that's the Weekend movie? From the band? The Weekend?
The man. The Weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Murderbot, not a robot. Construct. Some parts human, some artificial. Apple has done a faithful adaptation. Then it would be worth it because it's not your typical journey. Cool. We the People loves TMNT. I love the
Also TNT.
yeah. Well, sure, why not? And Cheetos. Okay, yep. Love Brutalist again. Love, Death and Robots. Murderbot. Cronuts. Ooh, Cronuts are delicious. Also, that is a croissant donut. That's like just death. That's so good. Okay, Zed. Well, good. I'm glad you're going to watch the whole thing. We missed you earlier on, but that's okay. Matthew joined too. Dude, hey, you're here. That's awesome. Hope you're doing well. And that we were still on when you happen to be available. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ruben watched the new You season.
Who's asking? All right.
We the People.
We the People. If you've seen all of it, you might as well finish the story. It's not the best season, but it was fun to watch. Does that make sense? Yeah. Like, I was going to watch it because I'd seen all 4 seasons and I wanted to see how they finished it. I do wish they had particularly ended it a different way, but, you know, Netflix is going to Netflix, so... Yeah.
Amy's planning on seeing it. Let's see. We got Lost Princess, Old Woman with the Knife, Bet, Severed Son, Hollow Road, A Breed Apart, The Ruse, The Reserve. I don't know if I've heard of The Reserve on Netflix. Well, Hurry Up Tomorrow, Deaf Presidents Now. I am looking forward to that. Because that's just a great story. I learned about that when I was taking a deaf culture class a couple years ago. Yeah,
Okay.
there was a deaf university, and they got rid of like the president of the school and brought in a non-deaf person as the president of the school.
What? That
Seriously,
seems
right?
like a weird decision.
Seriously, this is a school dedicated, taught by for deaf people. So that's just, I mean, that's just a slap in the face also to those people. And so they protested. The school protested,
Wow.
and it was heated for a while. And so yeah, but then they actually got what they wanted. They got an actual deaf president, which is
That's fantastic.
as it should have been.
Sounds like
which
a really good story.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Apple TV. So yeah, that'll be
Okay.
good. Thank You Next, season 2. Secrets We Keep. Yep, that's a miniseries on Netflix. The Chai. And then Meds, season 3. I don't know.
I started watching Sky Meds and I thought it was bad, so I stopped.
Okay. Oh, it's Sky Meds, not Sky. Oh, okay. I got you.
The medical people that drop from the sky, sort of thing.
Gotcha. Lee Soo Man,
King of K-pop.
K-pop. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and Fred and Rose West. Yeah, that one is. I think that's going to be good.
You okay?
Do you see the comment? I'm trying. Crochet Wine, listen. I'm trying to know if you're joking or not. I don't. You
think-
literally broke my brain.
I think that's probably accurate because Crochet Wellness is on the meat diet, so probably has the good fats with butter. So like a on crackers for a snack. Yeah, are you allowed crackers? Okay, yeah.
That's a lot
I
of
see
butter.
butter on crackers, but that is a lot of butter. But if it's the good healthy type, then because there's different types that are like supposedly has the good fat.
Oh well, yeah. Like I mean, if it's not butter, if you're doing like margarine or something, that's a whole different type of thing. What are you opening? Are you getting ready for your snack?
I
What
am.
you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Is Stanley Kubrick a greater movie director than Sergio Leone? And then because Quentin Tarantino doesn't think so.
I think they're different directors.
And I don't know if I've
Sergio Leone's the Western one, right?
he also did Once Upon a Time in America. But yeah, he did some of the spaghetti western
Yeah.
type things.
The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're different,
Ben-Hur.
very different.
Very different directors. I think comparing the two is like chalk and cheese. It's weird.
Yeah, chalk and
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, Bicycle Thieves. I didn't realize he did that. He was
write that?
assistant.
Is
No,
it-
he was
oh,
assistant director.
Oh, okay. Cannes is May 13th through 21st this year. Prize winners will be announced on Saturday, May 24th. Well, on May 25th, they will still be doing standing ovations. So just,
Start clapping
yeah.
now, guys.
Yeah, I know, right? Some of them have, just in preparation.
Warming
Yeah,
up
Nora
their
won,
hands.
so yeah, it could be. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see how that is, because you also hear where some of the ones that get standing ovations are then like walked out of or people hate, and so yeah, I don't know. QT recently sold out. Quentin sold out to Netflix. Yeah, that was the thing that his movie, the sequel. Did you see that? The sequel to his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was going to be going directly to Netflix, even though he's not directing it.
Did he just sell the rights?
He's part of. Yeah, but he's involved in it somehow, and yeah, but it's going to Netflix, which I thought was.
That's a weird thing for a Quentin film.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. Bonkers.
Substance, Amelia Perez, Seed of the Sacred Fig. Yeah. Wow, this is still going. Thank you. Great job. Yeah. We the people can't wait for the new season of Foundation. Completed. Jim and I completed 12 Monkeys season 2. Oh, okay. I've not watched any of the series because I just love the movie too much. So, Rust is coming out. Yes, I don't know.
I thought it was out already, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's.
I can't bring myself to watch it, knowing that, one of that shot, someone died. I mean, it feels different. I mean, because I know, like,
The Crow.
The Crow, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I have weird feelings about it.
Yeah. Crackers are crunchy cheese bits, not real crackers, and real butter. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
How did we meet our ladies? Lady.
I stalked mine, and then I trapped her, and then I bonked her over the head. Now she doesn't remember. That's how everyone gets their ladies, right?
No, that's not. No, my wife and I were high school sweethearts, so we have been together since 1990.
Wow.
Yes. So, I mean, we went to high school, we went to junior high. We even went to the same elementary school. We went to the same church. So we've known each other for a really long time. It's hard to remember what aren't individual stories anymore. You know what I mean? Which is not a complaint by any means. I think that's great. It's just, they blend, you know what I mean? And so when we're telling a story, sometimes to each other, like something reminding somebody, they're like, yeah, I know I was there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, though. Because you've been together so long. So.
Yes. Yes. My best friend. Keeping your fat intake up helps you feel full and your cholesterol is fine. Well, my fat intake is not the issue. But my cholesterol and sugar levels are.
When you're on the meat diet, keeping your fat intake is good.
Yeah. See, I'm not. Yeah, I'm probably not eating the right fats either. I'm just fat.
No.
So yeah. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I think Quentin Tarantino, maybe, whatever, unpopular opinion. I think he's overhyped anyway. I mean, sure, he does some great movies. That's awesome. But I don't know if his opinion holds much weight with me. Actually, I know his opinion does not hold much weight with me.
Yeah.
And while, like Edgar Wright, I will go see anything Edgar Wright makes. That does not mean that I like everything that Edgar Wright makes.
Okay.
So, I mean, the director has to. You're only as good as your last thing, right?
Yeah.
Matt's only a couple minutes late. Oh yes, Amy's right. Yeah, everybody's going to Miami next weekend. I fly in on Sunday. I'll be there Sunday evening. So I fly out Thursday. What?
Meet you in the bar?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
First cocktails are on Amy.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Take the Cannes Film Festival with a stick of butter. Oh. Yeah, no, it's great. It's really cool. I mean, she's awesome, and we have great adventures, great kids, great family that we've built. So yeah, it's awesome. Remember Ruben once talking about seeing his wife's ex in a movie?
Yeah, that happened. That was like trauma I just experienced. Thanks for that, Zed. Not only is the dude really good looking, he's also a really good actor. And it was in the Netflix series, and I was like, I really like that that one character I was talking about, really great character. And wife goes, yeah, that's my ex. I was like, are you serious? So yeah. I was like, well, yeah, no,
This
that was
series
shit.
sucks.
I hate it, man. What am I talking about? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if Crochet a While and Listen is saying Fat Chris. It's funnier if I read it that way.
Yeah. Fats, Chris. No
Yeah.
sugar intake. Yeah.
Exactly. That's how it's supposed to be read. 12 Monkeys series just makes these twists and turns every 2 to 3 episodes. Still astonished by good writers they have. Well, awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. It's cool. Thinking about butter, your veins are screaming for help. But see, the butter helps your blood flow.
Yeah, so like if you ever get kidney stones, like someone would know, the butter can help, the lubricant, right?
Or you just drink a bottle of lube and you're good.
No, drink the butter. What's wrong with you?
My veins are clear. Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. Ruben's about to do Munchies here, and I have 2 more comments, and then we'll go to Munchies,
Okay.
which is just a
Yeah,
Zed
thanks,
laughing,
Zed.
which is great. And then, Amy's got the first round and bringing donuts.
Ooh,
Sick.
can't wait.
Okay,
so
Ruben, what's your munchie?
I'm having a Kit Kat, but you might be like, well, that's a bit of a cop-out. However, can you see? I'll put it close to me.
Is that the matcha one?
Yeah.
You found it. Wow. See, I haven't found it yet. Well, good. You get to try it first.
Matcha. I ordered on Amazon a Kit Kat box, and it's got all of the different variants
Oh,
of
really?
Kit Kat. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, no.
What shade of green is it? Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. Yeah.
It's proper Grinch green.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
cheese has gone blue.
Here we go. Huh. That's nice. It doesn't taste much like matcha.
What is I don't even know what matcha is.
Green tea?
It's green, so I figured it was like ground up leaves or something like that.
Yeah. Matcha. Let me see. Yeah, matcha is green tea.
Huh. Powdered form of green tea.
Yeah. It doesn't really taste like it. It tastes. There's a little bit of like a leafy taste in there, which is the green tea, but mostly tastes like wafer, a little bit of chocolate, and that kind of fake flavoring.
Does it leave a coating on your tongue or your teeth like some of the Kit Kats do? Like waxy almost.
I don't like the aftertaste, that's for sure.
Good. Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna drink some of this tea. Tasted better while I was chewing it. Ugh. Okay, so
Since
maybe-
Ruben, since
Yeah.
you've tried matcha, I don't have to, right? Is that how that works? Oh, ASMR with Ruben.
that should be my
Zed.
my special website. ASMR
Yes.
with Ruben.
Try those mixed snacks that come from Japan in a box. See, there you go.
Nice.
Matcha green tea Kit Kats are so good.
Okay.
It's a take.
I'm seeing some words on screen.
We're glad you enjoy this, Shiny. Oh, okay, everybody. We have okay, we'll answer this question and then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
Favorite Fast and Furious movie?
5.
See, that's the first one that came to my mind also.
Fast
I
5.
really like number 1 though too. 1
I
also,
like
not 2.
I like Tokyo Drift a lot.
Okay.
But 5 is my favorite. Yeah.
Okay. I like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Everybody, hey, thank you so much for just everything. You got your favorite racing movie aside from Fast and Furious, which could be Ford v Ferrari,
Days of Thunder,
Speed
Talladega
Racer.
Nights.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody being here. This is, I mean, while we love talking about the best thing we watched and talking about that, we love just chatting with everybody in the comments. You guys are truly outstanding. The variety of stuff that we talk about, the topics, the community that we have built, the ongoing jokes from week to week, all of that. You make it so worth it. Ruben and I mean, we love coming on here and chatting with everybody. And so thank you all for everything, for being here. We don't forget about our Discord. Also, we have it's in the description below. You can join us there, chat, add things, talk about your week, foods, movies. I mean, everything. It's a great place, great community there, and just like we like on our chat, that we be great neighbors to each other on that, and just be the awesome community that we are here on there
excellent.
as well. Exactly, Rufus. Thank you. We do have our Patreon as well, patreon.com/thebeardedones. And, it's £1 to get in there. So if you want to check it out, we're uploading new stuff. There's coming very, very soon, like in 2 weeks, I think, is going to be, we're going to do Deadwood Season 2. Which is going to be fun. Chris Loretzlaff, who requested that, he's going to be joining us on the stream, so that's going to be fun on that recording. But yeah, there's a crap ton of them in there. We're doing Death of a Unicorn this week also, so it's a movie and we watched it and we're going to discuss it. That's what we do. So everybody, thank you again. Moist beef. If you want to have some moist beef, dude, that's it. Exactly.
Just add chutney, you'll be good.
Oh, just that word, it just elicits a visual that I'm not ready for. Oh gosh. Oh well, Amy, I'm glad that we are the best thing that you watched this week. Amazing. Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate that. And we love having you all on this to talk, to chat. We, the people, also, we are really glad that the kidney stone is gone. That is outstanding.
Yes, we are.
So figure out, if you caught it, test it so that you can find out which one it is, so that you can either stay away from the foods that were causing it or eat the foods that help to break it down. Sometimes it's just out of dehydration also. What?
Is it amen?
Oh, amen. Yeah. 1 pound, good thing you're rich in fats. Exactly. Yes. Goodbye, kidney stone. Okay, everybody. With that, we appreciate you. We thank you. And we will see you next week. Okay. Bye-bye.
Toodles.